Ring the alarm. Things are getting very clear when it comes to Tyrone and Lulu. The case that we've been working on nearly 3 months. It is busting wide open. It has been so many lies. It's been so many people that are pushing us in the wrong direction. It's been so much spirit of hate. When I tell you the spirit of hate has been upon social media where Royal D, I apologize, girl. I apologize, girl. I love you, Royal D. Okay, before this case, honey, we ain't had nothing but love for each other. But this case, Tyrone Lulu have gotten so messy and so hateful. And it came from the family pushing out so much hate out here and confusion and lies. It caused a lot of CC creators to have a lot of drama between one another when they ain't never had no issues. So let's talk about it. Polo, he is a CC creator on the Facebook side, and he has been working very close with Natasha. And I have proof. Every time you hear Natasha, she always say her right-hand man, Polo, Polo, Polo. She always say her right-hand girl, Nina, Nina, Nina. And honey, they are speaking out. And the experience they're telling us is far from what we were told. Far from what we were told. Okay? So I'm going to play this video. I'm going to react to Polo. That's his name. He also got by Trolls. All right? He goes by Trolls on his Facebook. I have Tamala in the back with me, and I have other people that's come up. We just had CC Lynn come on our other station, which is Deep New or News. Press 5 if y'all can hear me. I just want to make sure we all can hear. Press 5 if y'all can hear me. Get the likes up. I forgot to say that. Get the likes up, y'all. Come on, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Okay, get the likes up. So CC Lynn, honey, she is getting vindicated. Is that what they call it? Vindicated. Vindicated. I apologize to CC Lynn as well. Okay? My chat was accusing her of doing so much of lying, and all because of her friend Natasha did not come out and say, I do know who this is. I just got finished talking on the phone with my friend Lynn. Yeah, she goes by CC. But all that shit, it should have never been confusing. If that person is my friend, I'm going to clear it up. I would know what's going on, okay? Especially if they going around getting justice in the name of my nephew. But all that, those were just mind games to fuck us around, to turn us against CC Lynn and Royal D. They love the division between us. They wasn't trying to come together and say, you guys, we are all CC people. We are all working together for one accord. Let us clear the confusion and let's just get it right. Because Natasha was the leader. She was the leader of all of us. She was the most influenced of all of us. And good leaders bring people together. Good leaders don't tear people apart. Driving wedges between each other, So I do apologize to CC Lynn. I apologize to my other platform, but I'm apologizing here. And, they say your apology need to be just as loud as the slander, honey. So I said again, I apologize, Royal D. I apologize, CC/Lynn. Okay, I was wrong. I got it wrong. Okay? I apologize. All right? I apologize for playing a fool. Did not play a fool. I knew I was wrong. Okay. So get the likes up. So we have Polo here, and he's going to tell us his experience with working with Natasha and Natalie, Miss Nat, I believe. He's going to tell us his side, his experience. And I just want to say to him, man, okay, I'm inspired, okay? I wish I had big balls like he got, okay? Because I didn't have the strength or the courage to just be like, I'm just going to put it on the floor, And so he does. And yes, I have disagreed with Polo. I'm going to always disagree with somebody. Can I tell y'all something? I disagree with my own mama, but I still love her. I disagree with my own father, but I still love her. I disagree with y'all, but I still love y'all. Y'all, some of you guys are so sheep minded. It's like, well, if you disagree with them, then you must hate them. If you disagree with them, then you should fight them. What? I'm going to speak my mind. I have a chat, and you don't have to agree with me. None of y'all have to agree with me. But as long as we come with respect, you know? So let's tune in and hear what he has to say before I play this video of him telling his side and clearing the air. I do have Tamala here, and I see you in the back. I want Tamala to speak a little bit just to make sure everything is working in the back as well. Tamala, are you there? Can you hear me?
And foremost, like I always say, accountability is everything. And I do want to apologize to CC as well, because we did go in on her and it did hurt her feelings. And one thing I've learned in life, you just can't go around hurting people and think that God is going to bless your situation when you've done something wrong to someone else. So I apologize to her. I also want to say this. I don't know whether Lulu, anybody is guilty or innocent. I do know what is said, but I just want to give everybody that is involved in this, apology, my sincere apology, because at the end of the day, we as a chat don't know the truth about anything other than what Polo is saying now. So, like I said, I had suspicions
And can I
about
say
all this.
something else? I'm glad you brought it up because the family should have been the first one that told us the truth, not a family outsider, not a family outsider, you know? And they was on a thing, oh, Polo is like family, Nina was like family. And it's like all that is crazy. And then all the God talking. It remind me of Pastor McNutt. Do y'all know Pastor McNutt? Every time, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. God is so good. God is so good. But the stuff that he was doing and the stuff that he was influencing, honey, it is crazy. All right. Can y'all see me? And thank you, Open Book. Open Book just donated this channel $5. You guys know Open Book. She's a great content creator. And can I give a shout out to all content creators? Big shout out
Yes.
to Royal D. Big shout out to Miss Parker. Big shout out to Open Book. Big shout out to Big Keys because he did this case too. Big shout out to Polo, of course. Big shout out to Nina Johnson, girl. Okay, congratulations on your wedding. Big shout out to all of them. Ray. Big shout out to all the AI channels. Hell, I don't know all y'all AI channels' name, but I know y'all watching too, honey. Okay. I can't hear. Press two of y'all can hear me. They talking about they can't hear. Let me make sure, Lord. Tamala.
And so I just wanted, that's what I wanted to say. Just, really apologize. And I also wanted to say that's why I always said everybody is a suspect until proven innocent. I said that since day one. Everybody is a suspect because at the end of the day, we get spend a web. I'm talking about they spend a web like spending a block for you. They spend a web. And and this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous because we do want justice. We do want answers. But the people that want to give us the answers, they're not talking because they know it's some messy business. And a lot of people don't want to be in messy business, especially if it comes to their son or daughter or family members. So at the end of the day, that's probably why Rena said, and I told you many times on the back end, I've been
Oh,
reading what
let
she
me
said.
apologize. I apologize to the Rena Mama. We walked, we said some things we shouldn't have said because it was, put out there and I was riding with Natasha. I'm not going to look, I was on a bandwagon, okay? When Natasha put a crumb out, honey, I'm putting my foot on gas. Da 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 da. Honey, woo, woo. apologize. My fault.
Well,
My bad. Go ahead.
well, you're speaking the truth though, Gigi. She put all this out here, and we just roll with it, trying to get justice for
And
this
she
young
didn't
man.
stop us
So,
either.
and
Shit.
no, she did not. And that's why I kept going on the back end telling you it's something wrong.
But
It's
hold
something
on. Wait,
wrong
wait,
because
wait.
she
She
keep.
did stop us when we talked about certain people now. Now
Oh yes, oh
she let
yes,
us dog Renee out. I believe she loved that shit. But when it
and
came to
that's
certain
why.
people, hold up. And it's like, hold on, you ain't never stopped the brakes on us when we talking to anybody else. So special. But go ahead.
Yes, and that's why I said I apologize to everyone that's in there. Jason, the twin, Kayvon, all of them. I apologize because at the end of the day, all we wanted to do was get justice. And all it was is a monkey wrench, like I said last night, a monkey wrench being thrown in there every day. But I knew Tasha was lying. I felt in my spirit. That's why I said what I said. And I even told LaShawn George this. That's why I said people are gonna be crying and very hurt when they find out the truth about who's really behind what. It's not, you think it's one person and it's not. It's just like a movie. You put it on one person or two people and it's not them. You're gonna be surprised. A lot of people's gonna be hurt when they find out the real truth at the end of the day. And I don't look no farther than Tosh. I said that again, and I say it again. Something is strange about that son, and she do not want you to talk about certain things. And I'm gonna say it again because he's the one that was in the back of that vehicle and standing in the back of that vehicle on the side. He cut his dreads off. Another lady had it on her page, and she was speaking about it and on her about it. And I said the same thing when I looked at his photo, and she said his birthday on there. And I looked at it and I said, "This is the guy." But everybody said, "No, that's not the guy." But like I said, whether it's the guy or not, when you find out the real truth on this, I want everybody to know a lot of us gonna be hurt. And a lot of people that put their money out here and was convinced that these people really wanted justice and giving people getting their taxes. And they need to be feeding their kids and having stuff for their own families, but they giving money to them. Selfish and greed will get you nowhere. That's why I told you it reminds me of American Greed. I watches that all the time. And that's what this whole thing is. Tyrone was the breadwinner. I don't care. He was the breadwinner. He was getting money. However he was getting it, it was by all means necessary, but he was getting it. Okay? He was getting it. And then, like I told you, I do believe it was some illegal activities going on. So CC just clarified a lot of other stuff that was going on. So that's why I said what I said about that. I want what's mine. Okay, you want what's yours because if you don't get what's yours, somebody gonna hurt again. So that's why
Hold
I
on.
said that.
Wait. We got our girl Royal D in the house. Royal D says, "I'm glad people see what I was looking at." Yes, Royal D, you right, girl. You right, honey. We love you, Royal D. Ooh, I
Yes,
miss
yes,
you in my
yes,
chat, Royal D. Ooh, I apologize. I allowed this lady to just come in and put her hate
yes.
and put a battery in my back. Ooh, I had a battery in my back, y'all. Ooh, she put a battery in my back, I say. Oh, my God. She knew what she was doing. All right, so I'm going to play a Polo video, and let's hear it.
It
And,
should be
and
addressed privately. Remove yourself
Gigi,
out
can
my
I say this
life.
one thing before I forget?
Go ahead.
And that's why I believe, and when I'm saying what I'm saying, y'all, and pay attention, chat, because why would you need to take pictures? Why would people need to take pictures? Why would pictures be circulating if I had only time pictures are circulating? If y'all watch any mob movies, pictures are circulated when somebody they want to prove to the big boss, the big huncho, oh, it's already been done.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I got to say something real quick. Now, people are saying, I can't stand flip-floppers. Well, who does this? 1 minute, you know who your friend is, Lynn is, but then you come out here and you don't know her. Is that a flip-flop? Press 4 if
Yes,
that's a
it
big
is.
flip flop. That's the biggest flip flop. This is your home girl. This is a girl you shared experience with. How could you ever get on a platform and say, I don't know who that is? And then you're not going to clean it up. You just allow days and days and people dragging her and talking shit about her, and you're not going to clean it up. That's a fucking flip flop. So don't you dare. Don't you dare. I was under the impression that everything that she was saying was honest and truthful, and it came from her experience, not from the second hand, the third hand, the fourth hand, the fifth hand. Stop all that shit. Bring the person that actually saw the video footage of the Papa Johns. Let them tell it. Let them tell what they saw. But all this third and fourth and gossip and all that, man, bye.
You done, Gigi, so I can finish this a little bit?
Oh, okay, because I want to play this.
Okay, I want you to
Okay.
play, but I'm just saying that's why the pictures are being. That's how I feel about it. I watch, like I said, I watch a lot, I see a lot, but that's how I feel about it. People had to know what really happened, and was the job done. That's how I feel about it, because I think it's more to it, y'all. I really do, and I don't. When Lulu keeps saying it was out of both of our control, I believe her. Because if somebody come through, if somebody come through and you're not the main person, but you're in there with them, they gonna do what they gotta do until you keep your mouth shut. So at the end of the day, I do believe when she said it was out of her control. I do believe that. And at the end of the day, it's too much going on, babies. I'm being honest. But like I said, when the truth really come out, it's gonna be a whole lot of tears shed, baby. Let me tell you
And
something.
thank
And a
you,
whole lot of
Royal
wailing
D.
and crying.
Thank you. Royal D said, I knew something in the family wasn't right. Thank you. And guess what? Travel Island, another woman that's very credible in these streets, she said the same thing about him. You damn right. And I broke my fan. You look at this, y'all. Look at this. I'm so mad I broke my fan. And somebody says, well, why didn't Lynn CC say something before? She did. That's why they fell out. When
That's
Lynn
right.
was honest, Lynn and Cece said, I can't take the lies no more. I got to let them know. I'm going to be honest and transparent. That's when, I guess, Natasha came out and said, I don't know that motherfucker. I don't know her. So keep my name out of this. I'm trying to get justice for her. I don't know her. A BBCC, I ain't talked to nobody. I don't know shit. And so we all jumped on her bandwagon. Oh, she a liar. She up here lying. We've been bamboozled this whole time. We was under impression that she was close friends with her. She knew so much, and we've been bamboozled this whole time, girl. We was livid. And then she
Yeah.
didn't come out the next day or the next day to clean it up. That shit went on for a good month or two. Ooh, who was calling me? Did you undo me on criminal penalty? Oh, okay. I'll redo you. All right. So somebody asked that I redo the moderators. Yeah. Say something, Spec, so I can add you back. The reason why, because I had a moderator deleting people, and I don't like when y'all block people. Even if they disagree with me, I don't like when you guys do it. I didn't know who it was, so I was just undoing moderators. I apologize if I undid you. I didn't mean to. Okay, so just let me know, because I was just undoing a lot of people. What's going on, Dominique? Boo, miss you, girl. All your good energy. Okay, say something. Okay, Specs. Okay, there you go. All right, so I'm about to play this video, and we'll stop and reply.
We done been there. We done tried that. Them days over with. We ain't playing them games no more. I ain't addressing shit privately. I ain't doing no phone calls no more. I ain't doing none of that shit. All that shit's irrelevant when you play in my face. When you play in my face, all that shit is irrelevant. We ain't doing that. It don't cost nothing to keep it real. It don't cost nothing to keep it G. And that's the same thing, dog. And what made motivation for Joe show impact on the nation and around the world, and because some of the fact is, it was his own feelings, his own emotions. It was things that he was going through, he was experiencing. So therefore, he let it be known. People had to pay attention. And for the people that deal with their spiritual being, and they would have known that the keys of what was going on lies within the morning motivation. Some people inside the comments were like, damn, Polo, why you ain't addressed the family privately or talk to them? When y'all all on the same team? Yeah, we was. I thought. But at the same time, though, you always got to be careful on how you move. Eve, you always got to pay attention to the people that you deal with. And anytime that people put so much dirt on one side, then you got to check the ground that you standing on as well. And anytime people not complying or cooperating with the movement as they should, you got to take a step back and pay attention to what's really going on. Regardless of the picture people paint on social media. People say anything on social media, make it sound good. People get to the point, they be like, oh, Polo doing things for views, or he targeting the David family for views. I don't need to target the David family for views. I don't get paid for views. I have over 5 million viewers a month on my account. I don't get paid for views. Not one red cent. I have a private chamber. But them my subscribers.
I want to say something about that. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. How much Natasha pray every day? She disguised herself as a Christian sanctified woman. You mean to tell me you pray so much that if this man, or anybody was coming to her way and they were just using this story for views, you mean to tell me her God, and she's so close to God, would just allow herself to get a line with somebody that's trying to use her, as y'all trying to say? Because that's pretty much what you're trying to say. Oh, you just using her for clout and for fucking views. Come on now. No. She knew that Polo was truthful and he was hardworking and he was doing his best to try to get more information that they was giving out. And then clearly they got a whole bunch of information, but they not telling y'all what they know, and they want to keep on putting out breadcrumbs to keep pushing a certain narrative. They are orchestrating all this shit. It's like, I know everything that's going on, but let's play it like this. Let's do this. Let's put this right there. Yeah, let's add that in. Okay, let's do it like that. It's an orchestration. They know everything already. They just playing y'all. Hell, that's how I see it. They already know everything. Shit. Got us going on a duck, goose, and they already know everything.
Shit get real in the chambers. Shit get put on the floor in the chambers. But once again, that's up to them to subscribe. You can stay outside. Nobody forcing you to go in. And how I operate my account is how I operate my account. I just want to clarify a couple of things before I get into this live. But I want people to understand this right here. Real is rare. Real is rare. People will smile in your face, act like they fuck with you, achieve their ultimate goal, and act like they were doing everything the whole time. In reality, that's not what's been taking place. I seen one girl, I can't think of her name, but I can't wait to go find her comment, where she made a statement saying, well, how you think Polo was getting all his information? Well, the David family wasn't just feeding Polo no information. No, I mean, you may have told me about the hotel, but you never went to the hotel. You may have told me about, hey, this person was here first or whatsoever.
I'm glad y'all brought that hotel up. Can y'all please, for the life of me, tell me what hotel was it? What? Y'all still ain't put that out. What hotel was it? Can y'all please put down in the comment section which hotel was it? And don't tell me no Hyatt. Don't tell me no Hilton. It's a whole bunch of Hiltons or Hyatt. Is it the Hilton at such and such and such and such? Tell us exactly which hotel was it. I've been waiting for that.
You didn't intensely investigate that person or talk to that person. Like, you may mention certain things, but the boots were never applied on the ground. Let's be honest. Nobody has entered Gainesville, Alachua County, since January. Let's also be honest that they wasn't the ones who set up that event for Dro in Gainesville. That was my little partner. My little partner orchestrated that whole thing that happened in Gainesville. They came along because they seen the movement. They seen what was happening. And they inboxed them and told them they wanted to join in. They didn't create that movement. Let's be honest. If people want to know the truth, they didn't create that movement for Dro. That happened in Gainesville. That was because people from Gainesville.
Girl, they said Tasha live now. Do y'all want to go over there? Press 2 if y'all want me to show her thing. Oh, shit. Ooh. See, she must have been watching that CC Lynn. She must have been watching when we had CC Lynn up here. Tamala, you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, did you hear that? Let's go. You ready to roll?
Absolutely.
Child, I thought Natasha was in my backyard for a minute. I thought she was in my backyard for a minute. I saw that lace front wig. I said, is that Natasha? No. Let me go. And you ain't have to close. Look, Ann, you ain't have to close your stuff, girl. And you about to make my wig fall off. Oh shit.
Now, if you getting backlash, girl, I don't want it to boomerang to me.
Now, who told me she's going live? Because I don't see her going live. It says going live now, everyone. Tap in. Uh-oh. Oh, she got another content creator, honey. She got another content creator.
Davis, his first cousin, his dad, and my mom, our sister and brother.
Inspired since December. Our family is grieving. Our family is under attack. Our family is trying to find answers. Our family are doing everything possible for us to be in these shoes and experiencing something that we will want no family to experience. Not only that, activist Shanae Jackson, she agreed to step in and take the wheel because we are so out here with not directions to help order our steps. This is the area she's familiar at. We trust her in it. So I am in agreements. The family is in agreements for us to come together and just answer some questions for those who are standing justice for Dro all over the world, those who really have positive in their heart that this young man get justice.
Thank you. So I see just some people said hello, so hello back. Somebody stated that did they notify his mom? So we're going to actually get into that because that's a part of some of the things that I want to actually lay out on where we actually are. So
one moment, Shanae, before we continue, can you tell me how I can share it and then it can go on my page for a lot of the followers that are standing?
On Facebook and then scroll up, you'll see the live and click share just like you would share a post.
So girl, where do I go to the Facebook at the top where it say add channels?
No, on your other device. Go on your Facebook on your other device.
It's on this one that I'm on. Okay. And then what do I do?
Go to her page.
Okay, hold on. I'm going there now. I'm on Facebook. Okay.
We came in just on time, right? Press 7 if we came in just on time. It's just getting started.
Out, and if we're on a live, they can tune in and actually be a part of this right now. Okay, I'm here. Thank you. Let me know if it's there.
Okay.
Let's get these likes up, y'all. Get the likes up.
Actually came in, and I just want to center it before I get into the point. I'm gonna try to stay calm because everybody be coming for me because I start real calm before I start cussing people out. So I want to try not to do that. So that's why I scheduled this live in this particular way.
Okay.
When I actually had conversations with the actual family, it was literally right around the same time that they stated that they were closing out the investigation and stating that it was actually accidental. When I spoke with the family, as I stated, and a lot of people saw a post that I actually put up to the family, giving them things that I would do in ways that you would actually navigate. So, matter of fact, before I get there, let me back up. So, let me qualify myself before I get to the point and the things that I actually suggested. So, for those of y'all who don't know, the way I became the activist was literally in 2018. My oldest son got snatched out of my car in less than 3 minutes at gunpoint by an Alachua County Sheriff's officer. The sheriff literally attempted to bully me and
Okay, I just, Lord.
coded language. Whoever ran the Facebook page of the sheriff's office, they literally incited a racist dog whistle. Whoever
I just want to know, is this the new PI? I mean, she's telling us a lot about herself. I'm just here to hear what Natasha really has to say. So while she's talking and she's trying to get people to know who she is, Tamala, what are your thoughts so far? Tamala?
Yes, Gigi, I'm here. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Gigi. This is just a bunch of hogwash. They knew that Polo had, they knew that Polo has
Ooh,
busted
look,
and
look, look.
exposed them.
Ain't that Polo right there? Hey,
Yeah,
everybody. Ain't him 941? He said, hey,
yeah,
everybody. Polo in the building, honey. Polo ain't
right.
playing.
And let me tell
Because
you something.
there they
He
go. They
knows
going to ignore him.
he knows that everything is right here is nothing but a fraud. They getting everybody, like I just said about the situation from the beginning. I said somebody is bigger than Lulu, and they got Lulu moving ponds, and they moving ponds, and this is what she's doing. She's moving ponds. Different people she get, just like she let Polo go. Now she got this lady Jackson sitting here, and she's telling us all about her. Get to the point. What you gonna say that we need to really hear? Because at the end of the day, this is all a bunch of BS. It is. It's a bunch of BS. What it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. They took these people's money, and I'm gonna tell you what the real thing is. You drop Dro's name, and the money will rain. I'm gonna say it again. People might not like what I said. You drop Tyrone Davis Jr., T2's name, and the money will rain. Okay,
All right.
and that's what they're doing, raining down coins for themselves. They're
Okay.
not.
So they said
Why they had so
they
many
want to
trips?
hear
Why
it
the trips
again.
to LA?
Okay,
I
let's
mean the
hold
trips
on,
to
Tamala.
ATL.
Tamala, okay.
Come on
Let
now.
me put this back on.
communities, and everybody knows this. In addition to that, I still go to meetings with families, and I've stopped expulsions from happening. We've helped get rid of superintendents. So if there's power to be moved, there's power to be moved. Our previous chief of police, we helped to get Lonnie out of there because that's how serious this is. I
Mhm.
want to name these things because there's a process that actually happens. So getting up on a live video, thinking that you're proving a point and not actually moving power with the people that counts means absolutely nothing to nobody. And I want to state that. So when I got with this family, I needed to understand where were things, what was actually shared with law enforcement. When I spoke to members of law enforcement, because for me, I need to go straight to the Chief Moyer and to each captain and also to the lieutenant of GPD is who I sent my email to, because
Yeah.
I needed to understand what was happening and why this family wasn't getting what they needed. And what was conveyed to me is, and this is what law enforcement tried to state, is that they were giving information to mom, and mom was not appropriately sharing the information with dad's side. So my statement to them is, well, he has both parents that are fully involved. So we need to close up the communication gap so we can get rid of that excuse. There are many things that the family shared with me that GPD is claiming that they don't know. Okay, so that's the reason that we did a records request. And so what we're doing is also waiting. I sent a notice to ensure that they preserve records. When they provide the records, I also want the audit trail. So therefore, you can't get rid of anything. And I've sent a very extensive record request that I actually copied the family in. What they stated to us is that the detective who was working on the case, they're waiting for him to continue to compile all of that information. I need people to understand that just because they ruled the case closed at this moment does not mean that it cannot be reopened. Cases are reopened all the time. By
Mhm.
closing the case, it helps the family to get a death certificate so they can now do the things that are needed as it relates to his estate. Things can actually go into probate. charges that are filed about money being moved past the time that he passed away can actually be navigated. So there's another part of that process that can now be moving through the court system now that that part is done. There are two things that I know that they've described to you all.
Time out. So it's closed. Hashtag closed if the case is closed. Because they was telling me the other day the case is open. So which one is it? Is the case closed or open, y'all? Hashtag open if it's open. Hashtag closed if it's closed. See, the confusion continues on.
The next phase is now, as a family and with myself, we have an in-person meeting that is scheduled with law enforcement. The reason that the boots on the
case
ground
is closed, Gigi.
protest march is scheduled on the 28th because it is after
the case is
we
closed.
meet with GPD to see what it is that they state and lay it all out. And it's after we would have gotten the records and been able to navigate to actually see what is actually in there. It does not make sense to do anything and go and actually be flying blind and we don't even know what the hell we're talking about. It doesn't make sense to make assumptions. So I want people to understand that. I've also seen posts stating that if people wanted to be boots on the ground, they would have come to the commission meeting. So I want to help people to understand organizational charts and how things work. The chief of police is the...
So they got her to go against Polo because she's replying to Polo. Do y'all think that press too if they got her to go against Polo?
If there's a conversation to be had, it would be with the city manager, but we're not to that phase yet. Additionally, while there was a city commission meeting today, it was a special meeting with our city commission and our Alachua County Commission related specifically to school closures. So to travel from South Florida to here for a meeting that's totally unrelated makes absolutely no sense. For those of all, we're talking about our commission meetings. Our city commission meetings are every first and third Thursday at 1 p.m. And I want to make sure that I clarify that if you're going to tell somebody to show up in my city that I'm a part of and got my hands in everything, make sure you know what it is that you're actually talking about. Also, I don't want people to waste their time. So the reason that we've coordinated the meeting at...
She's coming for Polo, honey. She's coming for Polo.
Effort, energy, and gas money to come here. They're not coming here for no reason. They've made multiple trips here and not gotten answers. So I prefer that we do things in order and in priority. And just because it's been done behind the scenes does not mean it's not done. I'm not doing this in order to be known. We are doing this because we understand that something is not right. And the answers that need to be gotten, we have not gotten there because everybody is sitting on the sidelines speculating instead of putting forth the effort that is needed in order to get the appropriate answers. I want to move on to the next part of this that is frustrating because I've seen many people say, oh, well, they should just go hire a lawyer. Oh, well, that's what they should do. Well, oh, I don't see why they went and got a PI. So I want to explain that to you. So there are lawyers who could absolutely take this particular case, but they would not be doing this family a service. So what I do in my particular work is I reach out to attorneys who are trustworthy, who are going to be honest and upfront and not just take a particular person's money. And with these wrongful death suits, I talk to an excellent lawyer who is one of the best in the state of Florida as it relates to wrongful death, who happens to be a Black woman who is from Gainesville and who's serious about our people in our community. And she laid it out because on the line, she could absolutely take the case, and many attorneys are. When wrongful death attorneys look at taking these cases, they're looking at what damages they can actually get. If Lulu is the person that we're filing the wrongful death suit against and she don't have a lot of money, what would be the purpose? As I explained to her, at least the answers that we're trying to get can be presented in that particular case. And what she stated is that you can do all of that. You can file the case. If she does not answer or respond, which she cannot, they could rule in this family's favor. It can go to a default and it just goes to the credit bureau or whatever, and you still never get the answers and you will have wasted money. She was also very clear what a lawyer would do if they took the case was put the family on retainer, and the retainer will probably be about $300,000 up front, with them billing at $1,000 an hour. And as as a part of billing at that $1,000 per hour is when they would pay for the PI. So it does not make sense to secure a lawyer at this time when you can secure the PI first, let the PI utilize all of the money that is gathered in order to gather the information and then come to the lawyer actually on the back end. And so like she stated, they can easily go find another attorney that will be just fine with taking their money. But in her good conscience, it would not make sense. And then the family still won't get what it is that they're actually seeking. So I hope this helps to explain to people why this is. I also saw banter about other people stating that other people, because they got on live and stated they knew this and they pieced this together, is why they should be compensated. So even myself, and I'm good at what I do, I'm not asking to be compensated. The reason that I want them to go and get a certified PI is because
this is all about Polo.
Has access to certain systems that we don't have access to. They have certain credentials that we actually don't have. So there is information that they can get, that law enforcement can get, that we cannot get. So if I talk about geofencing, which the layman's person does not know what that actually is, we can utilize phone numbers and track the locations of all of his phones when the family keeps saying there are other phones that other people don't know where they are. When we're talking about GPS locators, a lot of people are even talking about when the car traveled. It's just, for example, when somebody gets in a car accident and we're trying to figure out how do we know that a person was going 100, it is because there's a black box in the car, which is actually the system that goes in there that some PIs have access to that us as lay people actually don't have access to. And that's frustrating for me as a person who's wrapped and involved in this, that so many people sell you all a line and everybody is hoorah, 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 and jumping on a bandwagon because you all actually don't know how things actually work. And when things is not moving as fast as you would like it to move, there must be something wrong, and you automatically turn around and put it back on the family. I'm frustrated because I had somebody to reach out today and stated that I guess the family's business is supposed to be aired out. Y'all know me. I'm a straight shooter. Families are chaotic, period. I don't care. I don't care who didn't get along. I don't care what happened. I cut them off. I don't know a black family that is perfect. There is no such thing. I don't give a damn. I just don't. And I want to be very clear. And if you all do, then you're not true to self. And I want to state that. But I tell you this, my family is dysfunctional like anybody else, but you ain't going to fuck with them. And that's the point that I need all of us to know and understand. We might go through whatever, but you ain't going to fuck with them. And that's how we all are. And we all know this.
Look at
so
Natasha.
How is it that we forget this when it's somebody else's family? How do we forget how difficult it is and how people are grieving in these particular things when we all just want to have something to talk about and something to be relevant? I've been extremely quiet. And if you notice, the family has not mentioned me because I don't care like that. And people know that. We're taking the time now because y'all lost the plot. And we can't afford to lose the plot. And I want to be clear with you. And not just in this case, but in every case, this is typically what law enforcement does. They wait us out so we can lose the plot. They wait us out so they don't have to be held accountable. Most cases and scenarios take years to navigate. And what happens is people get tired. People go and they start living life. They go do other things, and you never get the answers and the things that you deserve. And the issue for me is it's not just about Tyrone. It is about, with GPD, I can tell you the number of cases that were traffic or accident related where it was a black victim that was involved that was not investigated properly. And even if there was any justice at all, it was so minimal. Let's talk about Kurt Rowe and the person that killed him in a car accident only got 4 years because GPD fucked up. Let's talk about Kiri Thomas's 16-year-old getting off the school bus and got zero justice because GPD did not investigate it properly. Like, I literally can go on and on about the number of cases. Let's talk about my cousin David that literally got hit on University Avenue and no justice took place because GPD didn't properly investigate. So months down the road, as we're trying to go back and do things, so much valuable and vital evidence was lost. Let's talk about the two girls. Months after David got hit, the same thing happened, and they went to the hospital, and those girls were severely injured and gave them jaywalking tickets. And so the deal is, it's bigger than one person. So when y'all lose the plot and how this man lost his life, if we don't stand and become consistent and show up for each other, it'll be somebody else. It so happens that this family is traveling from Broward, but literally this happens in our community all the time. That's why none of us are surprised. That's why so many of you all are following it, because it's so familiar. And so what I'm asking y'all to do is stay tuned in. Pay attention. Listen to what it is. Before they gave the last few updates, they made sure to verify that the information was correct before sharing it with you. Stop letting outside people come in and tell you what's right or what's wrong, because they don't know. So they're not in the email communications that I have in writing, because I'm the receipt queen. They don't know what the records request is that I sent, because they're not a part of that. They don't know when the meeting actually is. And I haven't stated that, and we've not shared it. You will know once the family gets here. The thing that you know is the boots on the ground and the action that's going to take place on the 28th, because it takes all of us. And literally,
Ooh, this is all a drag to Polo. Press 7 if this is all a drag for Polo. This is a targeted straight at Polo.
that happened. Think about, because these people have been consistent, they were able to find other witnesses. They were able to talk to other people to know that they've not been in an interview. That's what this literally is about. So many things happen to us in our community because we lose the plot. And we lose the plot because so many people want to be, I don't even know. So many people want to be known.
So is she going to tell us some valuable information, or is she just going to be talking about Polo? Which one is it?
We're losing so much traction. And then once it's not popular anymore,
Gigi, she's
everybody
talking about
exits.
Polo.
That's not me.
And
And
if
y'all know
she's
that.
that
I've been in this
good,
game.
Gigi,
Yeah, but she's
why-
not giving us no information. All this is about is Polo.
That I had
Right,
to
and
do,
that's what
trying
I'm
to
saying. In
save our
these
schools
other
from being
cases she
closed,
brought up,
to
why
sit
she ain't
down
got no
and to
justice for
literally
all of
see that
them?
this is-
Yeah,
Since you know
we've been
so
on
much.
this case for 3 months. What's she been doing?
I probably
Right,
do, but we're not
right.
going there.
She got
I
paid,
asked
like I
them, and
said,
mind you,
and I say it
it's
again.
so much
She
going
got
on
paid.
that they didn't necessarily want to get on here, but I wanted to utilize this as an opportunity to educate people, as an opportunity to recenter and get back to where it is, as an opportunity to let y'all know that's noise. I don't give a damn what somebody stated they was outing, whatever was out. And I didn't watch the video, and I'm keeping it a buck with you. I don't care. You can look and say, if it did happen, that's my uncle over there. That's my cousin right there. That's my this, because that's us. Let's be real about this. We real people. Like, let's just keep it G.
That's true.
The lack of communication is there's a mom and a dad on both sides. The purpose of this is to close in the gaps. I can't finger point and say, well, mama, you didn't get it, you get the information to mama. I also know that sometimes they talk above people on purpose. So instead of me pointing fingers at anybody, let's get it all together. Let me figure out what people know and then take it from there. So if y'all know me, I'm relentless as fuck, but I don't start there. The way that we're starting is we're going to sit down to the table, look at what they actually have, what they actually went by, and we're going to actually take it from there. This whole notion. What we're going to go by is the certified PI is who they hired because they have access to tools that all of us don't have. What we're going to do is follow this process. There are no shortcuts. I want to be clear. This is not the time or the space in order to hire the attorney. It's not beneficial for the family. It is not beneficial for the cause at this particular moment. I want to center. Ain't nobody playing with any money that actually has been given. It has been utilized for what it's supposed to be utilized for. I saw another post where they said, well, oh, they don't need no money. They ask y'all for y'all money. My deal is this. If we're sitting back and we watching, if we got so much to say, we should have help to give. White people stay for far less. We should be glad to give 25, 50, 100, or whatever it is for justice because it's bigger than just this family.
But wasn't that what Polo was doing? Polo was getting justice, so why wouldn't you just be happy to give? I mean, this whole shit is a contradiction.
Gave
Gigi.
your source. The
The
fact
the
that I'm seeing
main
the
focus
same people
is
being bullshit
if they
every few
go after
months.
Lulu,
Come on now.
they get the insurance
The
money and
fact
they
that it's
don't
the
want her to
same
have it.
people
It's like
and
I said,
bullshit
follow the money and you'll
every
follow the
few
haters
months
and
with
everything
different
else.
people.
This is
So
what it is.
basically, they got her to be their mouthpiece, like
Yes,
always. Is either
yes,
Polo being a mouthpiece, Nina Johnson being a mouthpiece. They
yes,
always get somebody else to be their mouthpiece. Use them
yes.
as
And then
puppets.
when they don't like what they do, guess what they do? They
Um,
fire.
I'm reading the comments. There's a lot happening over there, which neither here nor there. It is what it is. Um, my only comment is that, and I've stated this before, we as a family chose to open our grief and our heartache up to the world. We chose to bring the world in not because it was beneficial to us, but because we know the importance of awareness. We know the importance of numbers, and we know what it means to truly make a difference when you're standing together. So, for that reason, our family chose to open a lot of things up to the world. And as a result of that, we have tried to maintain transparency to a certain extent. But what I need for people to understand is with transparency comes responsibility. And despite our desire to include the world in as much as possible, we must also remain mindful that this is an investigation that we want to.
Hold on, I gotta say something. Now she says that she's been transparent, but this other girl with the glasses says that they got a whole bunch of shit that nobody knows about. Press 7 if the girl said they doing a whole bunch of shit behind Polo back and nobody knows about. So which one is it? Y'all doing a whole bunch of shit nobody knows about, or it's all mostly transparency? But the contradictions plays with itself.
Continue. We want an a conviction as a result of this. So what we release all affects how this case is and will be handled moving forward. So yes, we give you guys information. Yes, we try to provide updates, especially when it comes to the money, because we understand when you putting your money up for something, you want to know what's going, who have been behind the scenes, just like Miss Shanae, and they've been helping our family to navigate this process. But I want you guys to understand this is not an easy process. This is not something that we do like a skip and a hop in the park. You're saying boots on the ground. Understand that boots on the ground don't always mean I'm in your face. Boots on the ground mean I'm putting in work. So just because you have information doesn't mean you're putting in work. Because a lot of people have a lot of information that's not accurate, and a lot of people have a lot of information that's not necessarily beneficial. So understand that we are mindful of what we give, we are mindful of what we deliver. um I wish we would have been a little more mindful at this point just because of how things have taken a turn, but us opening ourselves up to the world is because for us the world needed to know Dro. And I ain't even gonna say Dro. The world needed to know T2 because the world knew Dro. They knew morning motivation with Dro. They knew social media influencer. They knew YouTube channel stepdaddy Dro. They knew him. Y'all don't know T2. Y'all don't know the guy that loved four wheelers and dirt bikes as a kid. Y'all don't know the boy who my granddaddy had to kick his behind because he wanted to work instead of going to school. Y'all don't know the boy who was at our house harassing us every day because he thought he was our daddy and not our big cousin. Y'all don't know him. Y'all know stepdaddy drove social influencer. We know him as a person, and we opened up to the world because you guys needed to know him as a person, because what happened to him, like his dad keeps saying, he didn't deserve that. He was better than that. And he would have never done that to anybody, not even an enemy. He wouldn't have done
Yes.
that. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we're standing how we're standing. And we're not beefing with nobody. Because the only thing that mattered to us has been and still is justice for Dro. His
That's
kids
it.
who sat in my living room yesterday deserve to know what happened to their daddy. They deserve for us to be this is what occurred. This is why your daddy not here, but we got y'all forever. Right now, we telling them we got them forever, but we can't answer their questions. So while we're sitting around trying to explain to the world and answer the world's questions and give the world answers, like they're in the comments saying, give Polo his flowers. We did that. We did that. But it wasn't enough. But while y'all want us to give the world answers, we got to give his kids answers, and we ain't got none for them. So that's what we standing on.
Y'all know what's going on, though. They
Natalie,
know
you done?
what's going on.
Yes.
All right. Well, as Natalie just put it, T2 is royalty to this family. Anybody knew T2, went to school with T2. T2 drove my car, my daddy Hummer, my daddy Mercedes. He was spoiled rotten. He dressed GQ all his life from a young man. He had the best cars. He was able to do the things anybody else did, and he did it all from the muscle off work. I also want to say, in spite of what anybody feel, the most important part of me bringing this to social media, because we felt we was robbed of the truth from the Davis family, and everybody want to know what happened. They see this guy face all over Facebook, everybody page, social media. What happened to Dro? Those in the social world that know him as a content creator, those who met the social world that knows him from the truck stop, from driving trucks, from being known to helping people. From a young boy, he had an old soul, ministering, encouraging, hype you up. He's a Leo. He's a drawer to people. People draw to him. That's the gift he had on him. And I say that to say this, because regardless of what your family background or anyone in your family go through, you're supposed to get answers and find out what's going on with your family and not accept anything. When I open it up, guess what? It was just me and the Davis family going on live to open up to the world. We want to know what happened to my nephew. We want answers and we want the truth. That's all we ask for. We entitled to that. Now, from that moment, I decided to have a candlelight. I didn't know nobody, no content creator, no blogger. To this day, I never stepped to no content creator, no blogger, and asked nobody to come aboard. The way I see it, if they decided not to get on board or not, the Davis family got to find justice for Dro regardless. And it's not to say we have some beautiful, loving people that came on board and we welcome them with open arms. I'm saying that to say this movement has to take place for our bloodline. This movement was placed in us from the moment the family said, okay, Tasha, let them know. We want to know what happened. Let them know the lies that we were given. Me not only thinking it's going from Broward County and right there in front of my family yard. That's it. I didn't know this was going to go all over the world from one simple post that touched somebody to get on board for the number one issue, movement for Dro. Before that live, nobody outside of that, ain't too many know who Dro was. So it opened up the doors. This man lost his life for treating a girlfriend to a Christmas vacation that ended up with him on the side of the road, left abandoned. That's not right. It got opened up. I said, let's have a candlelight. The family, we all come together as one. So we won no matter what. Whatever way it comes, we won. We said, let's have a candlelight. As I continue to post, continue to go on live, it had to be over 500 people at that candlelight. And I mean, they came from all walks of the world. I'm from Polk County. I'm from there. Came down from Georgia, from here. And I was so shocked that these people want the number one movement. I feel like there should be no room to go to the left, go to the right, talk about this one, talk about that one. You don't do that when you really stand in justice for Dro. God knows I appreciate, Natalie appreciates, she thank, got dirt thrown in the face of we laughing at people. We created a post so positive. One person is not the only person talking about justice for Dro. So it shouldn't be nobody to feel like if anything is said, it's about them. We don't have time to address this and that and argue. Our main focus, light the city up. David Strong and say, we don't want chaos. We don't want war. At the same time, it's justice for Dro. We can't be petty. We can't be ignorant. I'm not watching no comments in this video because I just want the mission to be understood. If you really standing to seek justice, if you really standing to support a family that's grieving. My brother went in a cave and backed up off everybody and said he didn't want to talk to nobody. He getting attacked because he ain't called you. He ain't picking up. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. Well, you can't please everybody. He's grieving. It's a family that's grieving. We're going to have our moments where we don't go. We're going to have our moments we want to fall back. We're going to have have our moments we angry. We're going to have our moments where we crying. Nobody ain't in our shoes because that's all blood. When he used to come through my front door with my boys and whatever else, everything his family been through on a journey has been with T2 all his life. And I'm going to wrap it up to say this. I thank everybody because it's a lot of encouraging people. They say powder blue don't move. They say powder blue don't get distracted by the devil, the enemy. I ain't knocking nobody. We tried to thank people. We tried to this and that. And guess what? At this time, we're going to end it that way because enough is enough. We never laugh in nobody's face. All this trying to be this, that, other. We're not doing that. And we're not kissing no booty. So I'm going to make that clear right now. I did all explaining from the first video when I got accused of, oh, you said somebody lying. I never said that. You discredit somebody. You making me look bad. No, we're not doing that. I'm not here to argue. I don't got no point to prove. That was nephew. That was the Davis family bloodline. Thank you, Shanae Jackson. We never mentioned you, but you on board with the Davis family. Positive. You don't got time for mess. You don't got time for junk. You setting the record straight right out the gate. You here for a mission. The mission is justice for Dro. We thank you, as well as all you're doing to go the extra mile and don't have to be seen, don't have to be heard. Don't come out here to say what's going on when boots are really on the ground. My 43 emails is still in my email log of me sending since this movement started. It doesn't matter if you expose everything you do and every little thing. The main important thing, you guys helped us. We appreciate every single dime that was collected. We found out we needed a PI. That was from the beginning before we even knew. There was medical examiner. A week later, they will come back and say it's an accident. Then everybody say, now y'all need a lawyer. Did y'all get a lawyer? We was trying to hold off and say, hopefully we'll be to seal the deal with both. As Natalie do the research, Shanae stepped in and we got and it's coming together. And I said, hold up, maybe we will have everything to put the pieces together because now we got some horrible news that broke our family again, that examiner and cause of death, all of that just same. So even with that being said, we're getting attacked on every hand. Y'all should have get a lawyer. You're foolish. You're stupid. You're dumb. What they say, respect is due to a dog. You don't talk to nobody in a kind of way like we children. We are adults. And I thank you. I'm giving too much energy to the wrong thing. So I'm going to say justice for Dro, David Strong. I thank you for coming on. And if you want to explain a little more for the people just jumping on here, just what basically for his attorney, private investigator or whatever you were saying. If you want to end with that, that's fine. But that's all.
But
So I'm being very clear. I want to end with, I'm going to go through some comments. So I want to name a few things for people. And I stated that from the very beginning. The reason that we were going to do this is for the people who are on the journey, you were going to realize, and for people who like mess, you were going to be able to navigate that. So a few things. One person stated that they felt like it was the mom's responsibility in order to share with you all everything that was happening. I'm actually not going to necessarily agree with that. And the reason that is, I deal with a lot of families that in some cases, and I'm not saying in this case, that the family member who's getting information don't fully understand everything. I navigate this a lot, and law enforcement or whatever entity I'm in, they actually weaponize that. The best way to do anything, and law enforcement had the opportunity to do that. We have Zoom now. They could have actually conveyed all of the information to everybody all at one time. Other things I see is people keep stating that as it relates to, they say Polo quit his job in order to do that. That was Polo's choice. I was a bank manager at SunTrust and Soul Real Estate before I became an organizer and an activist, and didn't have it figured out. That's not anything I told anybody, and that was not an expectation. That's something that I wanted to do. I see other people say as it relates to give flowers. So being a person, even too, as you all are explaining, there's 1,000 things that many people that do this work do. If you're doing it with the expectation of somebody always having to say this, that, and the other, don't do it. And I'm going to be clear with you. I named just a fraction of all the things that I've accomplished. And every day, somebody got an issue of what I said, how I said, and what I did it. Guess what? I do it anyway. because that's the reason that you're supposed to do it. The fact that we're wasting energy. I see people stating, well, that's why we can't help our people. The purpose of helping is literally because you should want to. I have a friend that we're in a group chat, and she will state to you, she said, I don't know why this case is on, because she got a strong spirit of discernment. I know why. That this case is something that is so important to her, and she's in this phase in her life. Well, if it doesn't got nothing to do with her, she don't have anything to do with it. It's because this is one of those moments that you understand that there has been a significant injustice. And so that's what it actually needs to be about. And I need to state that. So even being a person, I don't want a hero cookie because I'm doing this free of charge, but that's what I signed up for. This notion, we get that a lot. And like I say, in this social media age, where people are always upset about somebody got left out. Well, if you on my page and you don't interact this, that, and the other, this ain't that. And I think we have so much access to people that we don't realize that we learn different, we interact different. Somebody stated that Auntie Tasha's paying hush money. If she is, I'm looking at the person who would actually weaponize that. That would be the soul that I would have an issue with. Like the fact that you all are saying things and y'all don't realize that you would actually be the problem, to take advantage of any scenario when people are hurting. So when people are hurting and when they want answers and they need things, we do things actually out of desperation. I'm not even getting into whether it's true or not. I want to really point out how ridiculous that sounds.
It must be
and
true.
I think that's the reason that I took the time to make sure that we sit and have this in order to center it. So when a lot of y'all think that you're saying things on, oh, I ate, you have not. And I want to be very clear with that.
This live is all mess. They trying to sound it all proper like it ain't mess, but it's all mess. Press 10 if this whole live is nothing but a mess and nothing but to tear down a black man named Polo. This is all this is about. They had 3 of them had to come together to tear his name down and pretend and act like, oh, we're not about that time. All y'all doing is responding to the messy ass comments. This whole thing is about responding to messy ass comments. They ain't working on nothing. They ain't telling us nothing. This is just mess.
And pure of heart, none of that actually matters. And so I'm speaking very clearly because I stand on business. If anybody knows me, what the fuck anybody gonna do with me? And I want to state that. Even as you're stating this ain't a competition. This is about doing what's right. Nobody cares. Polo will still be talking trash, and we're going to get up tomorrow. We still going to have this meeting. We still going to get these records. We still going to have this PI. Like life is still going to go on. So the same way it was him going through it with somebody about him supposedly messing with punks. The same way it was, he said everybody left him when he went to jail. Like literally, he's the only nigga I know that every few months he's sassy as hell. And I don't normally call men sassy. That he got more energy than a woman. And I don't mean, because I hate to say that women, than a messy ass woman. It's just absurd. And for all of you that want to beat a dog and bring the bone and carry it,
that's bull fucking shit, because y'all ain't feel that way when y'all was using that man. Y'all wasn't saying that shit when y'all was using that man. So you see how they flip-flopping, flopping?
Instead of being a true friend and say, fool, why would you quit your job? Because this is something that's going to end at a particular time.
But yet, Natasha ain't messy, but she get other people to do her mess for her. She got this lady on a puppet string to do this mess for her. She is using this lady as a put ball. She ain't nothing but a pit bull. She is using her as a pit bull.
Oh, it is in this moment while other people explain themselves, I don't. This is what we doing. I do things in order. We're going to do things in order. We're not giving any more space to that. And I'm looking sideways at anybody that does. In this moment and in this movement, you're here because you understand the bigger picture. You're here because you want to right the injustice. You're here because you want to give answers to these kids and this family. Even as we're stating that the family going back and forth, that's normal in anybody, that even when people die natural causes. So let's not act like it's not. We're going to work through that. So whatever they got going on, we're going to work through it so they can be stronger on the other side. Like, and they'll tell you when I talk to them, we're going to navigate that. We're going to find this out. If I have to be the liaison between mom and dad, I'm willing to do that. That's what we're going to do. Stop pointing out what's wrong. We're going to take what's right and we're going to move forward in order to be able to get this done. With that, we're going to leave you all. Y'all can tell Polo Shanae said it. Good night.
Good night.
Right.
All right, later.
Polo gonna drag the dog shit out of her ass. Ooh. Did y'all see that mess? Ooh, they
Must
loved it,
also
didn't they?
remain mindful that this is an investigation that we want to
Honey?
continue. We want a conviction as a result of.
Ooh, that was some messy shit, wasn't it? Wasn't that some messy shit right there? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this shit. That was messy as hell. They try to clean it up. Oh, we're not here. I'm not even gonna look at the comments. No, Natasha, because you got your pit bull reading the comments and drawing a dragon for you. Hell. Man, this is some bullshit right here. What y'all gotta say about this? And then you see them calling him sassy and shit. That was your home dog. That was your brother. That was your best buddy, honey. Ooh, Polo. Ooh, Polo. Ooh, Polo. Polo getting him down. Ooh, Polo. But now he gay and sassy. I know y'all don't want to talk about gay and sassy because it's a lot of people in that family, honey. How you doing? Honey, we can bring it all out. I know I'm sassy, honey. I don't hide from shit, bitch, okay? Woo! Honey, if we can take it there, we can go there. I'm the one to go there to it, honey. Hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. I got XY chromosome all in my motherfucking body. What's up? Okay? You damn right. Ain't nobody gonna use that to weaponize against me. That I'm sassy. Hell yeah, I'm part of LGBT. Proud of that motherfucking shit. And what? Say something. Come on now. What's up? Ooh. So, honey, I tell you, this is some messy ass shit. Let the mess continues because that's all it is. This is all it is. Okay, damn. They say Polo Live. What shit? Y'all got me hopping like a goddamn tennis ball. Okay? Goddamn, what y'all want to go to Polo Live right now? Damn, okay, let's go to Polo Live. Damn, I can't take a break. You know I want a big, fat, juicy burger. The dad is sassy for not being, Honey, it is a lot. Y'all don't want to go there. That's the road you don't want to go. But you see how Natasha, she didn't stop her and say, you know what? We don't want to take it there. They love that shit. And you would think a woman of God, if you do you hear some audio? Hold on. If you're a real person of faith and somebody is talking mess and spreading gossip with hate, are you just going to sit by their side? Or are you going to say, you know what? I don't want that attached to me. You know, I came up here for a reason. Please, ma'am, we're not going to go there. Let's focus on what we focus on. The whole live was to attack Polo. It wasn't focused on shit but bullshit. And you would think a person of mature would say, don't do that with me. Don't do that shit with me. That's mess. Since you want to be so away from mess, but child, please. Please. Everybody can't be lying, okay? Everybody can't be lying. Yeah, put them rainbow flags up for me, honey. Put them rainbow flags up for me, honey, okay? Shit. All right, y'all keep on. Let me go to Polo thing. Tamala, you there? Mm-hmm. Hold on, I don't know if I can hear you. I can hear you, but I gotta do that. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here, Gigi. And that's why I was telling you, all this is addressed to him and to everybody that's talking. See, that's why I tell you, Natasha is a very messy, evil person. And I'm beginning to believe everything that Miss Rena said about this lady. Uh, 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 she has problems with people. She is, when everywhere you go, you got a problem with somebody and what they do, you're the problem. You're the problem. And she is the problem. She's got everybody, doing her little dirt. And this woman right here, she's the one that was on the news back in 2021, supposed to allegedly threaten the commissioner. So how is she gonna get somebody like that? And don't know everybody chose this woman. And let me tell you something. This woman is getting paid by them. She don't care if she getting $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 or $5,000, as long as they keep the money train going. Like I just said, and I'm gonna say it again. You drop Dro's name, and the money will rain. People are giving him money left and right because they cared about this young man. They didn't know nothing about his family. They only knew about Lulu pretty much. So they didn't know about all that. He just might say, oh, this is my mama, go on, or whatever. But they didn't, no, he didn't stamp on them a constant. These people are dragging Polo. Polo did a lot for them. And Tasha them, where was y'all at last night? Y'all was happy and kiki and ha-ha and cheerio. But now, y'all sitting back thinking, oh, if we don't get out here, then they're going to have us. No, what it is, you're mad because Lulu them got the money and you did. And now y'all trying to open this case up and try to get this girl so y'all can try to get this money out of her. That's all it is. That's all it is a money take. And, I'm telling you what it is.
Hold on. And I'm about to play Polo thing. And I got to say something too. Somebody said, well, I have my disagreements with Polo. Yeah. So you want to know the difference is? Huh? Press 7 if you want to know the motherfucking difference is. I'll tell you the difference. Press 7, y'all want to know the difference is? Hurry up, press 7, because I want to tell you, motherfucker. Okay? Press 7 if you want to know what the mother difference is. Okay? Y'all not pressing 7. Hurry up. Get that like up. Hit them likes up, too. Hit them likes up, too. Hit them likes up. Okay? This up like up. All right, look, this the difference is. I never was Polo friend. I never said Polo was my brother. I never had conversations with Polo in the back end. I've never had conversations with Natasha. I never was friends with Natasha, honey. Every conversation I had with Natasha, it was up on the motherfucking floor. Okay? I didn't have a relationship with none of them. Okay? So I'm not going to be a fake and phony person. Okay, you cool and you my brother and you my family and I'm giving you a shout out. And then have somebody call you all this sassy and emasculate you as a black man, to humiliate you as a black man and just stay by. That's some flip-flop, fakey, phony shit. Okay? I'm not friends with none of these motherfuckers. Okay? That's the difference. Never was. Never was. Hell. All right. Let me play this. Let me bring this back. Honey, I had to put it on the floor. All right, come on, Polo.
I can't go for it. The problem is, see, only broke people think they I'm mad about money. Because all my followers, if you've been paying attention to me, I live in the casino. Like, it's girls that I trend for $3,000, $4,000 to. I use their cash app to transfer money. It was not about the money. Anytime you doing this type of work, all bullshit aside, you supposed to be paid because you is risking your life. In order to get these people answers, you must risk your life because you must flip somebody. You trying to unravel evidence that could prosecute somebody. I don't know what y'all got going on. Y'all stupid? Is y'all slow? ground is supposed to be paid. They should want to get paid because you a dummy if you risking your life for free. You stupid because you can die trying to get answers for somebody else. Definitely somebody who don't appreciate it. Y'all should wake up. That's why y'all, a lot of y'all who talking about this money thing, that's why y'all on the sidelines. That's why you see these bloggers, they haven't came to the state. All these people covering the case, they haven't came to the state. They waiting on information. They not putting boots on the ground. They know to put boots on the ground. You must be willing to risk your life. Y'all gotta wake up into the real world. Y'all be loud and wrong. It takes nuts to put boots on the ground. You must be willing to flip somebody. Because that's what you're doing. You can't look at it no other way. To get justice for somebody, you gotta flip somebody because somebody gotta go to jail. Remember, in order to get them answers, you must get evidence. If you get evidence, then you got a prosecution. To prosecute, that means somebody gotta go.
Time out. Okay, let me tell you something, God Frog. Look, he not cussing right now. He not cussing right now. He doing fine. Gigi, now you know you're going to listen to the profanity. Not long ago, you were screaming, oh, Polo cussed too much. He did cuss so much on some stuff. But right now, he not cussing. We not even on that. Stop trying to use my past comments against Polo. Stop doing that.
Go to jail for this crime. You don't hear them people holler they want whoever it is to be prosecuted. Well, how you going to prosecute them? You got to go out there and get the information and evidence for indictment. And once you get that indictment, then somebody get charged. That part about it is, hey, listen, when people be hollering about, oh, Polo paid people for information, well, apparently that these same people, y'all knew them people before Polo did. Remember? Y'all went on my live and say, y'all knew these people beforehand. Y'all knew them people before Polo even talked to them. Remember? Polo only know him because y'all told me that's who I need to go talk to. But then you had the nerve to actually say Polo paid somebody for information. Knowing I got a screenshot, I posted in my chambers the message from the person that Tasha told me to go see. But I paid them. But it's in your inbox. How did I pay them? How did I pay these people?
So they put out a lie that Polo was paying actors to put out false witness. And didn't I tell y'all that shit? Press 7 if I say they some fucking actors. They are saying now that Polo was paying those people to speak, to talk.
Damn, Polo got that information. They gave him the information. Well, Polo paid these people. Then who sent Polo to pay these people then? Because that's what you're saying. Because these people reached out to y'all. I was just able to put the boots on the ground. But now I paid them. Make it make sense. That homeless man, Smiley, how I pay Smiley when he in the video with y'all nephews and cousins? Remember when y'all had the pizza box and the chicken wings? That white man was right there on the bridge. I posted the receipts. Remember? How did I pay him if y'all met him first? That don't even sound right. That sounds dumb as fuck. Oh man, that sounds dumb. And then y'all tell lies and then keep on telling lies. How did I? I never met that person first. I just did the footwork. Because I was too lazy to go do it. It don't make sense. I guess I paid John Doe too. But y'all say y'all talked to John Doe first. Damn, that ain't making sense. That ain't adding up. Because you know why? John Doe said he sent y'all the pictures. If Polo paid these people Then how did Polo get a picture of Tyrone Davis Jr. bike? How did I get a picture of his body? If I paid these people to lie, then how did I get pictures of this man's body? That don't make no sense. I wasn't there when he got out the car. I wasn't there when he was on the side of the road. I wasn't there when he was in the hospital. How did I get these pictures of this man's bike with a picture of this lady's face on his bike? Remember, I never seen Tyrone Davis naked. So how did I get a picture of him with this lady tattooed on his bike? How? I guess I paid for that picture too. That don't make sense. What y'all saying is lies. Y'all lying to these people. Y'all had a doctor try to make me look bad. In reality, you make yourself look bad because I didn't get pictures of Tyrone's dead body. I didn't pay for that. How? How? Y'all gotta make it make sense. Quit lying to the public. Quit lying to these people. Because there's no way Polo got pictures. Or anybody got pictures if they paid for it. Who paid for a picture of somebody unalive? Who? Who do that? Y'all gotta stop lying. Y'all don't know what side y'all want to be on. I seen Tyrone daddy all on that girl live. But where y'all were, I thought he was grieving. I thought he was grieving.
Ooh.
I thought he was grieving. No,
That's
the
a
truth
lie,
is
too.
that he don't want to face me. Like a lot of them want to face me. Because the simple fact is, they know I know the truth. And I know, and they know, that they won't get justice unless they sacrifice their life. They know I know that. They know I know that. They know I know they won't get justice if they not willing to sacrifice their own life. And everybody else around them, I don't give a damn. Mark this day in history on what Polo's saying. Nobody will be charged Tyrone Davis Jr. unless somebody else give up their life. I promise you that. Pay attention to what I just said. You can mark that, stamp that, and put it in the history books. Because for somebody to go down, a couple more people got to go down. Because you know why? People know too much. People know too much. People know too much. And I'm going to be honest. And they know I know. Regardless of what they say. Regardless of what anybody says.
Gigi, I told you it's bigger than what you said. Think everybody think.
In this situation, if somebody don't make no sacrifice, I promise you that. I promise you that. You can stamp that. You can take that to the bank, the nearest bank, and you can cash that shit down. Mark my words. I said it, and I'm telling the world, you can stamp that as a fight. I promise you that. Since they want to run to an activist or run to a PI, let me go ahead and put it on the floor. Nobody, let me say it again, nobody, not one soul will be charged in this situation unless somebody sacrifice themselves. I promise you that. Because guess what? When you go digging, sometimes you will dig, well, you got to bring down more than just one person. And that's the problem. And that's the problem. Y'all got to stop lying and stop betraying. Like, Polo kept it P. But at the same time, if I'm going to risk myself, I might as well go all in and find out everything. Why am I going to half step? I'm already risking myself. So I need to know everything if I'm going to risk myself. Because I'm already out there. So why am I going to half step? That's foolish. This chess, not chuckers. Got to know what you get yourself into. Got to know everybody that's in the playing field. You got to know every piece to this game. See, they were so focused on just one person. Well, even a queen or rook, even them little pieces outside the king, I could get all them pieces back. Because all I need is a pawn to make it to the other side, and I could get my most valuable pieces right back. This is chess, not checkers, and you won't get a checkmate. You won't get a checkmate. I'm going to always keep it P. You won't get a checkmate. What you're doing on March 28th is just for show. Just for looks. It's just for looks. It's just for show. Because why would you go to Gainesville and do a protest in a march on the weekend? I guess they told you that it don't matter about you protesting when Gainesville there, or when the mayor there, or when the police department there. I guess they told you that's pointless too. Well, if they told you that was pointless, like they told you other things is pointless, they're going to Gainesville protesting on the weekend, on a Saturday, while everything is closed, is pointless too. That's pointless. Because who watching? Who watching? Who watching? And for everybody and for the people who said that, oh, they got degrees, why would they listen to Polo? Well, if you did your homework on Polo, you will know that I'm a college graduate. I graduated from Kaiser University for business administration and associate arts. Don't get it confused by how I talk. Please don't get it confused. How I talk. I'm a college graduate as well. I have a degree as well. What is you saying? You threw that out there for what? Oh, I'm college graduate. Well, I am too. And guess what else? I'm street smart too. And guess what else? I'm a criminal too. And guess what else? I'm a mixture of all the worlds in one. Only thing you can tell me about is a goddamn book. You ain't never lived these streets, never been out here in these streets, never moved in these streets, never took no charges in these streets, never did anything in these streets that would be considered street. You ain't broke no law. You still got a license to carry. You get caught with it. You ain't going to jail for possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Y'all got degrees. That's it. That shit don't mean nothing. I graduated from prison and from college. In the streets.
Okay, can I say something real quick? And I'm going to continue to play them. Okay? Hold on. Wait. Can y'all hear me? Press 3 if I can y'all hear me? And thank y'all for having my back against Frog God. But you know, Frog God always got it out for me. But that's fine. As long as Frog God is not being disrespectful or out the way, then we cool, okay? But y'all want to bring up sassy? You know what's real sassy to me? Press 9 if you want to know what's real sassy. And I know everything about sassy, considering I'm the motherfucking king and queen of the sassy community. You know what's really sassy? You know what's really sassy? When a grown man is calling out a man and he gets a woman to do his job. Okay? Because Polo wanted to talk to Big Tyrone man to man. Am I right? But guess what? Big Tyrone got 3 girls to respond to Polo. Come on now. If we want to talk about sassy, come on. He called you out as a man. And now you're getting these females to do your talking for you? Talking for you? Come on now. So let's not go there, because we can go there. But let's go. And another thing, what else I wanted to say? I done forgot my other thought. What else your ass say? Frog the God, I'm here now. I got time today, baby. Now let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Come on now. Come on. Let's get these likes up. Ooh. Gonna let no one come for you, DD. Well, thank you, boo. I appreciate that. Now, where you at, Frog the God? We need straight facts. Oh, yeah, straight facts. Okay. What Frog the God at? I just dozed off and some more what we listened to. Using grief to excuse your sassiness. Ooh, honey. He ain't grief. He might be grieving, but he was just with the prostitute. The Jezebel woman. He's cheating on his old wife. Come on now. Come on. No, that ain't right. And a woman beater, they say. Is that true? A woman beater? Man, go lay down because Leviticus 27, and she should read it. No, God, tell me about it. And since you own that, talk about that gossiping. Okay, because in the Bible it says gossiping is wicked as hell. If you want to go to the Bible route, we can go there, baby. We can go there. Okay, we can go there. Honey, I was raised all in the church. My whole family are Christians and Catholics. Come on, baby. You ain't doing nothing but a thing. That's music to my ears. Glory to God. It's because of God that I'm still here and blessed. Oh, honey, what you talk about? What you talking about? A lot of people didn't wake up this morning, but God blessed me to wake up. Woo! With my zesty, sassy ass. Okay? So, honey, don't you do that. Don't go. You want to deflect because he's telling the truth about your friend? You want to deflect? You want to drive the boat somewhere else? Well, let's talk about sassy. Let's talk about gay. Oh, well, let's talk about gay then. Woo! Let's talk about fornication then. Woo! Let's talk about gossiping. Let's talk about wickedness. Putting rumors and tear down Renee. Okay? That's blasphemous right there. Okay? So, honey, don't go there with me, Frog the God. Hell, you want attention? I'll give it to you, baby. Now, let's get these likes up. Gigi, you know that bullshit? Let's get back to the video. Okay, I just have to let that motherfucking frog know, honey. Okay? Tamala, you there? Because I hear you. All right. Go ahead, Tamala. Yes. Hold on, wait. They said they can't hear you, girl. Hold on, you've been talking. You right. Go ahead, talking now.
Okay. I said, Gigi, my thing is this. Somebody, like I said, somebody got to pay for what's going on. And I already said that because somebody, if you owe somebody, you're going to have to pay me because, if you don't pay me, then it's some stuff, you know what I'm saying, got to be shaped up in here because I can't let you think you're going to punk me out of what's mine. Okay, so at the end of the day, that's why I say it's so much going on behind the scenes and people trying to cover it up. Now they attacking Polo. See, but didn't Rob say they going to get the fighting among each other? He said that. He said that the last time he was here and before the last time. He said they're going to get to start bickering with each other. And guess what? That's what they're doing now. They're bickering. They were so happy-go-lucky, cheerio, when everything, oh, well, we got the PI. This lady ain't no PI. So where the PI money go to? She ain't no PI.
Why
Come
do you
on now.
need her if you got the PI?
And then my thing, she allegedly threatened the commissioner about some project stuff, okay? So housing stuff. So, it's just crazy. And this was happening in 2021. See, I do my footwork and I live in, just because I live in Savannah, don't mean that I don't get Florida news and everything. Just like I told you yesterday, it was a big drug bust came out of Gainesville, Georgia. Okay? I mean, Gainesville, Florida. Correct that. Gainesville, Florida. Correct that. Yes. How do I know? Because I tap in to Gainesville Police Department news. Yes, I do. And guess what? Yes, it was a big drug bust. Like I told you, it's going down. And people don't realize how it's going down. But people always want to say, oh, they just keep on plucking at stuff and keep on giving theories. Baby, use your mind. Use your mind, because that's what he's telling you, to use your mind. Think. Put all this stuff, if you got to write it out like I do, write it out. Put the stick people together and you'll see. You'll see what's going on. Come on now. You can't see what's going on if you don't they can't see what's going on. And Polo is telling it all. Polo is tired of the bull crap. He's tired of them lying to everybody, taking from people. You know, that goes on people's heart. Yes, people gave that money to them out of the kindness of their heart because they actually felt like, you know, this is what's going on. But if you know the truth and you behind the truth, and if you know the truth, then you will state the truth. But if you taking money from people off a lie that you're trying to get, that's not cool. That's not cool. And that's why he's coming out and telling everything. He's not mad about no money. He's not mad about none of that. It's just that he don't want to see nobody get used. And another thing, what people don't realize, he told Tasha what happened to him was similar to Joe's case. It was similar to Joe's case. A girl out of the same place almost did him the same way. So that's why he went so hard and said it's like a brother, because it's like an out-of-body experience. If anybody ever went, had an out-of-body experience, that's exactly. And that's why he said what he said. That's why he was going so hard for Dro, because it was the same thing almost happened to him. But God reversed that. God flipped it in his favor. And now he's trying to give back. And now they trying to tarnish his name and sit there and lie on him because of all the lies that they done told. But like he said, another thing, he stamped. Okay, y'all said I'm buying witnesses. Well, if I'm buying witnesses, who gave me the money? Who sent me? Who sent me? Who sent me? Who sent me? Now,
so it
that's
like
fire
they
shots.
like to put on shows. So
yes,
the whole thing, paying for the witness, having Polo interviewing them, put that out there. They orchestrated it all. Natasha, they orchestrated it all. They sent him the witnesses so he can do all of this. They are the orchestrators, honey, okay? Because they like shows. They like to put on shows. Just like the performance we just watched with that other lady. It's a whole show. They love the theatrics. They act like they don't, but they do. And let me tell you something else. To y'all out there that's saying, well, didn't Polo drag you? So fucking what? And so what? If the brother telling the truth, then the brother telling the truth. Whether he dragged me or not, okay? Baby, I got tough skin. I can take it. I can take it on a scan. I'm not like y'all. I'm not so sensitive and emotional where if somebody talk about me, if they telling the facts, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. They talked about me. Bitch, if you got a word, if you got the truth, then you got the motherfucking truth, and I'll give you your props. I'll give you your props. Okay? And that's as simple as that. I'm not trying to say we don't got to be friends or nothing like that, but if it's real, then it's real. It's simple as that. And y'all want to put out the Bible, but don't God say make peace with your fucking enemies? Press 4 if God say make peace with your enemies. So you make peace with people that talking shit about you. He ain't say make peace with your friends. You already got peace there. So come on now. You just trying to weaponize it because you mad that I'm giving this brother his props. I'm giving a black man his props and you mad about it. Damn, give a black man a break. You know black men go through so much depression that they don't even talk about. Do you know black men are 4 times likely to do the unthinkable than black women? Because black men go through so much depression. Do y'all don't even see that. Y'all don't even know that. Go look it up. We just had a rapper, I forgot his name, but he did the unthinkable to himself. And people want to know why. It happens all the time. You never see it, but it's there. Woo! All right, let's play it.
Yeah.
Gigi Caroline is in the backyard.
So you know what I mean? I'm smarter than you. Whether you know it or not. And you know something else? I done took bullets before. You haven't. You know what I mean? You scary. You don't know what that hot leg feel like. So you don't know how to move. Well, I love my ego. And I love the fact that words don't hurt me. They don't break me. They don't shut me down. They don't make me cry. They don't make me feel some type of way that I stop doing what I'm doing. Know what I mean? Y'all should check y'all ego because y'all take this time to make these fake accounts to come on my page. Like, that's weird. That's weird. You make fake accounts to come inside my private chambers. And then act like you ain't paid to get in there. Well, how did you get in there, man? How did you get inside that room? Because you ain't just get in there because somebody invited you in there. You got in there, paid to get in there, just to sit and watch what I got going on. Pitiful. But anyways, like I was saying, just like I was saying.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up Caroline. You on the air?
There she go. Can you hear me, Gigi?
Yeah, I can hear you real good.
Okay, I wanted to ask y'all a question. I wanted Polo to be on here too. Was it just her and him on the camp? Can you hear me, Gigi?
Can you turn the radio? Was it just him and her on the camp? I don't know. Tamala, do you have an answer for that?
I'm assuming it was, but I don't know that either for sure.
You
All
said
I
the
know is
camp. What do you mean the
what
camp?
Natasha put
You
out.
talking about the
The
hotel?
campground.
You
No,
talking
when
about
they was at the little campground that he
The get
gathered.
yeah, the getaway.
for Christmas? Was it that's them two as lovers? Did they share it with another person? Is that what you're asking?
They was at the little campground that he gathered.
Okay, you hearing the echo. Yeah, I don't think it was another person that's with them, but it was people around them. All right, I can't hear in the back. Thank you, Christian. Tawana Christian donated $20. Thank you, baby. I love the fact that you keep it real, Gigi. I'm disgusted by the hypocrites that have the audacity to get up here and attempt to disrespect in the comments, not knowing what they saying. Nothing about that. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna continue to play Polo live. Where is that video at? There we go.
In order for Dro to receive the justice, or if a crime was committed, the justice he deserved, somebody got to make a sacrifice. Somebody got to make a sacrifice. Because you know why? Because what y'all think people don't know, people know. You couldn't speak about that money. And you know why you couldn't speak about that money. You can't account for that money. You couldn't show no proof that that money belongs to y'all. You couldn't show that that money belongs to y'all. Y'all were bickering about money that would move and who got the money. Remember that was the word that came out y'all mouth in the beginning? You can't prove that money. You can't justify that money. You can't prove this money, and you can't justify this money, so you can't do shit about that money. So let the money go. Let the money go. Stop speaking on that money, because if the auntie name was on this money, like y'all claim, then guess what? Lulu would have went to jail, bought that money. If she stole that money, if she stole the legitimate money, if she stole the money that you're saying legitimate, then, and the name was on the account, guess what? Lulu would have been in jail about that money. But we know, well, I know that you can't account for that money. That's why I advise y'all, Tasha, whether they gonna admit it or not, to start speaking about the money. All my followers know that. I told them I'm gonna start speaking about that money because it's more to that money. I know I ain't lying. I said this. And one thing, when you go to report money, a large amount of money, you gotta prove and show proof about that money. And if I got passwords on this money, if I know the password to this money, you can't tell me I can't move that money. I don't give a fuck who money it is. Remember, y'all was just family members. That was the girlfriend. The model girlfriend. Y'all was just family. That's it. That's all. And one thing about them degrees that you have, you don't know shit about these streets. And if you do, then you already know what the fuck time it is. So why is you all on this goddamn internet, perpetrating? Why? Why is you all on the internet making all this noise about something that you know you have no control over? Why? Why? Remember you were laughing at me and you say you bought me a cut water and drink it with bleach? Well, guess what? You won't get that money back. Not one red motherfucking penny. Not one red cent. Don't make it seem like y'all ain't want none of the money. Don't make it seem like that. Remember that money that was sent to pay a motherfucking light bill? Remember the money that was sent to pay a motherfucking phone bill? Remember the money that was sent to put groceries in the motherfucking house?
Okay, Polo.
But y'all telling people, y'all around here telling people that I'm mad because y'all ain't pay me. Well, y'all ain't have no fucking money.
Okay, we're going to have to pause. It's a lot of cussing going on. But what I will say about the money thing that they talking about, this is what I will say. Take that thing off my head. Hold on. This is what I will say about that. If nobody cared about the money, then why come up here and lie about the $250,000? Why put out that? Because that was surrounded by money. If you didn't care about the money, then why lie and say that Lulu stole $20,000 from his YouTube when he was not even making all these lies? And it's all around money. So, Tamala, what are your thoughts about it, about the money part?
I keep telling you, Gigi. I keep telling you that's why they going after her. That's why they want to really go after her. I keep telling you that, Gigi. If they really wanted justice, when we start covering this, I said they need to get a lawyer and file a wrongful death suit and file charges against GPD. They never did that, Gigi, because guess what? They know the truth. They just trying to stir us or spin us around. They know the truth. Why you think Rena ain't came and said nothing? She probably told Lulu, quit trying to tell them and quit going up here and posting stuff because they ain't gonna believe you no matter how much you tell the truth. Just like everybody, if God tells us to do something,
We don't do it. And then we know he's telling the truth. So they know the truth. They just want that money. It's all about money. And Polo is just saying the same thing I've been saying. It's circling around that money. Big facts after facts. That's why I kept saying, what do the person want? When they say, all I want is what is due and what is mine. All I want is what is mine. Okay, all I want is what is mine. I don't want no balance.
Why is
no...
Big Tyrone sleeping with not his wife? Why is he doing that?
Ain't that what he did to Renee? Ain't that what he did to Renee? Leopards never changes their spot.
Why? Okay, but why hurt somebody?
People don't care.
I mean, but that's just strange.
It's not strange, Gigi. Look at the world we living in today.
I know it's normalized. It is still strange when you have a wife and you out here sleeping with Jezebels and you supposed to be grieving.
Well, hey, people. That's why I said what's done in the dark always come to the light, baby. Always come to the light. And some people don't want to see the light.
Okay, y'all say people cheat, but that cheating caused death. Let's not act like that. Cheating hurt. Cheating takes somebody inside, will cause them for depression, that cause them to do crazy stuff. So y'all not going to line it up and just say, oh, well, people cheat. People cheat. And act like that cheating don't have serious consequences that leads to death. That cheating leads to death.
I'm just gonna say this, Gigi, and tell me if I'm wrong. What makes a lot of women think they are the chosen one? Because let me tell you something. If you can't see the signs that this dude is the same dude that he was when Rena got with him and whoever else got with him, then that's on you. That's on you. What makes you think you hit the lottery? And the rest of them didn't, and they had kids, man. Come on now, make it make sense. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This man is doing the same thing he's been doing. When you in the game, Gigi, if you ever notice, if you in the game, I'ma say this. DDs always have many women, okay? They have women coming out of the gazooby, okay? And they don't be faithful to the other one. Some women just sit back and accept it because, hey, I'm getting all these luxury things. But then some women get tired of it and be like, no, I'm gone. I know my self-worth and my true identity. But at the end of the day, that's what DDs do. And everybody knows that's what they do. They on every set, every party. And some of them that ain't on no party. Baby, that's what they do.
Who is DD?
It's drug dealers, Gigi. Drug dealers. Do I have to put it out there? DDs?
Yeah. Who you saying is a drug dealer?
I'm not, listen, I'm just saying he's an ex one, okay? So do you think his womanizing ways was going to change?
You know what?
When I can have every woman at my expense?
Let me make this clear. Men cheat, right? Women cheat, right? I'm past that. I accepted that. But I need you to accept this. When you cheat on people, it kills them in the inside. And sometimes they can take it out and take your ass out of here. That cheating shit have consequences. We are talking about a death. And around Tyrone and Lulu, death has always been. Was it cheating around? Was it mistrust around? And I'm letting y'all know that when you cheat, that shit ain't all sweet. Okay? If the person is not taking you out physically, you are killing them spiritually, and you should care just the same. If you want to just do what you want to do and be a whore, do it. But you don't got to involve anybody. You don't have to hurt and kill other people, because a lot of times when it comes to domestic violence, it has a lot to do with cheating. When you cheat on somebody, you cause them to serious depression. You got a lot of people that are taking themselves out of here because they have been cheated on and they gave this person every fucking thing. Everything, and they feel like it's not enough, and I'm just may as well just take myself out of here. Black men go through depression the most, and we ignore that shit because we look at black men as you can never be depressed. You can never go through shit. Oh, you don't look at them like that because they always presenting this fake idea of they a strong black man, but they hurting inside. They are hurting inside. So I'm bypassed the cheating part. No, I'm not saying nobody cheating. I'm saying that cheating is not just cheating. That cheating leads to death within self and physical death as well. And that's what y'all fail to realize. It don't stop with you just cheating.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Gigi. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. But the thing is, you ask yourself, if a person's in a relationship and they say they happy, why do they cheat? Why do they cheat? You can be single and have as many women as you want, but they don't do it. That's not
Liars.
It's just the way the world is today. It's the way the world has always been. It's just that a lot of people hadn't taken the blinders off their eyes. Okay. And it's been like this for God knows how long. And is it going to change? It won't change until Jesus comes. Because at the end of the day, it's going on every day. Every day. Some type of stuff is like this is going on.
Okay, I see you, God. Let me tell you something, God. Listen.
That God girl.
Hold on. I'm a man. You damn right. I accept that, bitch. I never denied it. I always say I have XY chromosomes in me, baby. Okay? Are you mad? Are you mad? Yes. And what are you? Are you a fornicator? What are you? Are you a bastard child? When you were produced, was your mother and your father married? Honey? So let's not go there. Because tomorrow, if I'm a man, then I'm a man. It's a lot. So you saying men are not going to heaven? So if you're saying something about me being transgender, honey, tomorrow I can denounce this transgender shit tomorrow, honey, and say I'm a motherfucking man. Then what you gonna do about it? You still a bastard. Okay? You can't change that. So what is it? What is it? You got something? What's going on here? Okay? Go ahead. Go
Gigi,
ahead.
mental health is real. Mental health is real, girl.
Yeah, it's a lot of black men dealing with mental health. You're right.
Yes.
And depression.
One of our ladies in the comment, I think it's Patricia Fleming said that. She said mental health is real out here. And it is.
Nah, motherfucker gonna try to weaponize me being trans to come and attack me. Baby, do it. I'll light your ass up. Literally.
Jesus,
hold on.
Gigi, you still beautiful.
And I do it as a fucking man. Okay? No, fuck that. I'll do it as a man. Give you one better yet. I teach you how to be a person because clearly your father failed you, ho. Okay?
Ooh.
I'll be your daddy. I'll be your motherfucking daddy. Bet that. Now what's
y'all
up?
Get the lights up because Gigi is cooking today.
Bitch ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. Hold on. Cece calling me. All right. Hold on. Hello? Hello? You know?
Yeah, you have it.
I'm on live. I'm on live.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
I'm listening to you. Y'all have it wrong. Like a man will cheat, but a man can only do what a woman allows them to do. So if they done had threesome, of course, she's okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's okay with that. She allowed that happened to her. And no, it wasn't no 250,000 in that account. You only go by what they told people to put out in the beginning. That's why I'm telling you. If you call, I just talked to the mother, and I told her what I did, and she told me thank you for telling her side of the story. But she's not gonna come up on your panel. She say she don't mind you giving her a call.
Okay.
I'll give you the information. She don't mind or whatever. She will talk to you.
Got
She just not gonna come up on the panel.
Tell her I will reach out to her via Facebook because that's just better. We don't have to do exchanging no phone numbers. I never exchange phone numbers.
That's
Yeah.
how she said you can reach out to her. You can
Okay,
call her
yeah.
and message her, and she will talk. She will be transparent. She don't care. She's listening to you now.
Hey, Rena, how you doing, baby? I apologize. I apologize. Okay. Is anything else you wanted to state?
No, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Are you there, Tamala? Oh. Hold on, wait.
That you
Say
were
that
lying.
again. Say that again because say that again, Tamala, because I had you muted.
Oh, yes. I said, I do apologize to you, Cece, because I know you told me you wasn't talking to me when we were on the other panel, but I know that you wasn't directing it to me. But at the end of the day, we still shouldn't have said what we said and did the way we did because you were being very transparent that day. You were being honest. And I was on Roy D's panel and I heard what Roy D said and it upset her. It upset her that we went so hard on you because you were crying and I was there. I heard it all. And I would like to, and I genuinely am sorry. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I am a woman. I hold myself accountable because at night when I lay my head down, I want to be all right with the man upstairs. So I am truly sorry and I apologize to you because everything you said, I heard you ask Tasha. I heard you say, Tasha, can you come and correct this, that what you done? And she did not want to. I heard that, baby.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can add her in the background. Maybe she can respond. Oh, no, that's Carolina.
Yeah, that's Carolina.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, let me see. All right, so Cece will respond.
Oh, she want me to
Yeah, she said something. I didn't know if you wanted to
Hello?
respond. She said something. I didn't know if you wanted to respond to Tamala.
I accept my apology. I apologize too. If you guys thought I disrespected y'all, I'm sorry. But I was listening to what the chat was saying because Tasha shouldn't have did that. You understand?
No, she shouldn't
and
have,
I
baby.
didn't appreciate that. So that's why I went off the way how I did, got off the panel.
But you had a right to, sweetheart. You had a right to because you felt like somebody was attacking your genuine character. So you had a
But I
right to.
think, hold on, Cece, if you can join the link, that'd be better so you can hear her because you're not going to be able to hear her
Okay.
because
All right.
I have the earplugs. Okay. So I asked her if she can join the link because I have earplugs. So, she talking, but it's going through my earplugs. She's not going to be able to hear her. All right, so let me see. Carolina, you have some more to say or ask or whatever?
Yeah, my volume is acting up, but it was another man there with them hiding.
Okay. All right, Carolina. I'm going to think about that. Okay, so Cece. All right, Cece is up here. Go ahead, Cece. And Tamala.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
here.
I was saying you had a right to get defensive because I was sitting there poking holes in your genuine character. And I just want to say this. I am truly, genuinely sorry. I said it to you before and you said you were sorry to me before, but I still want you to know that because I was on Royal D panel that day and I heard everything and I heard how Royal D got so upset because Tasha had made you like a liar, and everybody, pounce down on you. And that's not nice. It wasn't nice, but we were going so hard for trying to go so hard and get justice for Tyrone. But at the end of the day, it still wasn't right. And I truly apologize.
Thank you, and I accept your apology, and I apologize for being disrespectful. But like I said, I was seeing the chat, and then what everybody was saying that made me upset. When genuinely I was, and I can only put out on what my friend told me. Well, a ex friend, what she told me, and she wanted me to do this. You used me, and then when it didn't benefit you, you throw me under the bus. I didn't. That wasn't right.
And it seems like that this is not the first time that people are getting thrown under the bus, because at the end of the day, Polo's just been thrown under the bus too. And this is really sad
But
because people
I
going
told him
hard.
that. I
Yeah,
told him that, and he blocked me, and I was trying to tell him the truth. Okay, he blocked me. T Nice, he blocked T Nice, and we was trying to tell him the truth. And I'm just happy he see it for himself. I had to see it. You understand? Because I didn't think that. Like I'm gonna say to you, because I'm a grown woman. When grow up with somebody, you growed up with them from elementary, middle, and high, and then you hang with them occasionally as adults, you really don't know that same person you growed up with as an adult.
that's true.
From You understand where I'm coming from? And
Yeah, I see what
unfortunately,
you're
I
coming from.
had to find that out the hard way when
Absolutely.
I only did what you asked me to do.
All right. So Fox asked us or asked me. I'm gonna take it as you asking me, honey. She says, "Why are you apologizing when we haven't got any justice for Dro?" Well,
Listen,
Well,
oh,
uh,
go ahead, talk.
yeah, I'm going to apologize to the mother Renee, and CC/Lynn, because what I did had shit. It didn't have shit to do with justice for Dro. It had everything to do. I'm an empath at times. Okay, press forward, you an empath. All right. So what they
We
say I
all are.
do is when somebody is feeling frustrated, if somebody came right now and said, "Oh my God, this person done stole my wallet. This person done did this. This person done did that." I'm like, "Fuck! What? Who did that? Oh hell no! No, we gonna ride." And I take their energy and I'm just going woo woo. I take the energy versus really criticizing and thinking logically. I get really emotional and I just run with it. So me going off and doing all that, it had nothing, because did I get justice for Dro? Hell no. So it didn't result to anything. It just made other people possibly feel bad. It just pushed out false narratives that I did not fact check, that I just trusted. So it didn't have anything to do with getting justice for Dro. It just had everything to do with what mess and allowing somebody to use you as a puppet or a mouthpiece to do their bidding. That's all it is. So that's why I apologize and I don't take it back. I know some of y'all like it. That's fine. Shit, I like when other people do it too, if for entertainment. But I just gotta do on my part, okay? And Tamala does help, because when I talked to her behind the scenes, she was like, "Gotta be more accountable." I was like, that you inspired me, because yeah, I thought about it. But honey, she made me put the foot on the gas with it. But go ahead.
Lulu is
Um,
not
I,
gonna. Lulu is not gonna speak out because Natasha them done threw her name so bad under the bus. She's not going to speak. The important part is she gave the mother the real answers. She gave them the real answers. You understand? It just isn't what they wanted to hear. I don't care. It is what it is. Like Miss Renee just told me a little while ago on the phone before I just joined your panel. I told her you had me on your live again. Had me on live, and she asked me what I said, and I told her what I said. And like she informed me to tell you guys, It's no justice. It's no justice. It was an accident. Whether they want to accept it or not, it was an accident. The girl never left the boy for dead. The girl stayed at that hospital. That's how when the family came up there, they wanted to jump on the girl and fight the girl. The girl never left. Never.
Why do they want to fight
Cece,
her? Hold
that's what
on.
I was going.
Why do they want to fight her? That's odd.
Because she wouldn't give up Joe Wallet.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. So,
I'm not. I'm not. Yes, Lulu is innocent. It was an accident. She didn't tell him to jump out no car. She didn't tell
well,
him to jump out the car. I'm just
well,
responding to the people in the chat asking the question. She didn't tell
okay.
him to
Can
jump
I
out
ask you
that
something,
car.
CC? Was the
Yes,
injuries? Was the injuries blown out of proportion?
yes, it was. The mother informed me. Yes, it was.
I thought so. I figured that, hon. I really figured that.
Renee will accept your call, Gigi. I done informed her. She's listening to the live. I saw her the live. She's listening.
Well,
Yeah,
Miss
I
Rena,
She
saw
will
I
her.
accept
apologize
your
to you as
call
well.
and she will talk to you and be very transparent. She will.
I'll
The
probably
lady is
call her,
not
and
like that.
I'm not gonna call her this late. I'll probably call her like sometime in the middle of the week. In a good time, not late though.
Jason did
So
not say
that
Lulu left him. Lulu been there at that hospital. The girl did not leave. No, I'm just responding to the people in the chat. She didn't leave. No, she didn't. Gigi will find all of that out when she called the mother tomorrow.
well, if she did leave, she left because they were trying. You said Tasha's son was trying to fight her.
Yeah, but she still didn't leave. She still didn't leave. From what I was told from the
Hmm.
mother, um, she pressed charges.
Oh, she did.
Yes, she did.
Oh, and ain't nobody said nothing about that, huh?
They're not gonna tell nobody that.
Yeah,
They don't want the truth coming out.
right.
There's
Who
no
pressed
case to
charges
be.
again?
There's no case to be reopened. They already spoke. Again, like the mother said, the detectives made 3 appointments with the dad. He didn't come up there. He was too busy trying to talk to a girl, Lay Rich. That's the one who brought the groceries. He was too busy trying to satisfy his needs.
Oh, wow. So neither one
That
of
was,
them was there.
no.
Oh my. Oh,
They did not. When the detective made 3 appointments with the father and his side, the father missed all 3 appointments.
oh wow.
Whoa, no way. Miss all three appointments.
All three. And the reason why the mother she wanted to know what happened to her child because at that time the detectives was not calling anyone back. That's why she went up there to the commission meeting.
And she's right. And Rena is right about that because I told the chat so many times I have called up there myself and they never once got back with me either.
Yes,
So
that's
she
why
is
she went
right
up there.
about that. She did not lie about that. And I think
No,
a few of the witnesses said they called and they did not answer them back either. So yes,
actually, and the mother never even spoke out on social media publicly. She never did that. She just
no,
stayed silent. And that's why people bash her because she stayed silent. And I asked her everything that you guys wanted to know. I asked her, and I understand her point. Why speak up and fight against somebody, the enemy? I'm gonna just sit back
absolutely.
because God will reveal the truth. See, a lie you got to tell another lie to keep covering it. You understand? The
Yes,
truth will eventually
yes.
come out, and that's what she did. But Renee is not like that. I don't. Trust me. Gigi will find out tomorrow when she talk to her. She's willing, and she's gonna talk to her.
I just, I let her know that, We
And
apologize and our condolence go to her, because at the end of the day, this is horrible. It is horrible. And I'm sorry, because as a mother, we should not have nobody. That's me
no,
and the chat. Nobody should have brought up her past. Nobody should have done anything. And I am woman enough to say I am wrong. And yes, do I have to ask God for forgiveness? Yes, I will have to rectify this with my Lord and Savior. But at the end of the day, I meant that
Miss
woman no
Kamala,
harm.
can I respond to Tim Huff,
Yes,
7418? It
yes.
says TP stop line accident. You know damn much you sound like a cover up suspect. Baby, I ain't no cover up suspect, okay? I was going by what my friend Natasha said. If you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you, but it's no cover up. People really stop saying that. You need to know what the question you guys need to ask. Where's the people money? Where the people money, the $9,000 went? That's what you guys need to ask. Not keep saying a cover up, a cover up. It's no cover up. The mother has the information.
Yeah, because,
And
I
when
know
they
you.
get it, and when they get it, do y'all really think they're gonna put it out there for y'all to know? Think about that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cece. I know you telling the truth because yesterday they was telling them go out and buy the shirts, buy all the stuff that they had made. I know, and when they were saying that, I kind of felt kind of weird, got a weird vibe about that. But at the end of the day, I really realized this is a circus. It's all about money. People are mad because Lulu was on the insurance, but he felt like he could trust Lulu. He felt like that Lulu wasn't going to do what they evidently, because it goes back to say, like Polo said, and I said it from the beginning, everybody felt Dro. A lot of people felt Dro. At the end of the day, when he needed to talk, when he needed them to be there, they wouldn't show up. When he was throwing out blessings, and I call them blessings because that's what it is when you got and other people don't. When he was throwing out blessings, it was cool. It was all cool. But when he pulled back from throwing out them blessings, guess what? Nobody answered the call. Nobody was there for him. So in so many of his videos, he states this. I go over his videos and I listen to him all the time. Today, when I was riding, I was listening to Light the City Up, and it just touched my heart all over again. Because at the
Like
end of
the
the day,
mother say,
yeah,
look at the new videos on that Lulu put up. The story is telling you guys everything.
Well, I'm gonna go back and start looking at those videos she put and commentating on those as well. All right. Well, anything else you want to say, CC?
No.
All
Mm-mm.
right. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right. All right, y'all. Tamala, anything else you want to say?
no, Gigi, I'm getting sleepy too.
Oh yeah, you
I'm just
saw my
getting,
ass.
yeah, I just gotta, I gotta rest my soul and my mind and just talk to the good Lord because this is just really sad.
Yeah. All
They,
right.
I mean, for real, we was going in on people that, that's why the girl kept saying, just everybody just leave it alone. Miss Verna even said it. She said, leave it alone, let it all come out. Even though she, said a little things that she said, but she said, leave it alone, let it all come out. And
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Thank you, Boo. Gonna let her go. Gonna take this earplug out my ear. All right. Glory to God. All right. Let me take this off here. Glory to God. All right, y'all. So, this has been a very eventful live. I thank everybody that joined us on the Deep New Ore and the Criminal Villains. So, what I've learned here is, everybody already know what's really going on. People are just orchestrating more mess and more drama to for whatever gain they're getting. But, you know, they're going to continue to do it. So I don't know what else to say. It's just going to be a lot of crumbs they're going to put out, false crumbs, build false hope. And we just have to see. I will keep my eyes on all parties and all things and watch and just, report and tell you guys what I've seen and what I've thought. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section. I will read them and I will react to them, all right? So, and I did delete the frog. Yeah. And I delete the frog. And usually I don't want to delete somebody, right? I don't want to delete somebody just because they disagree. I don't like to delete nobody, but I do have to realize when a person is spamming and a person they have an agenda. Their agenda, the frog person, was to distract the room to get us from talking about the truth, all right? That was their whole agenda. So I cut it, all right? I didn't want to, but I did it, So let me look at here. I guess if Lulu convinced the chat means she will get the insurance money now. Convincing the chat, we have no power to say so about our insurance money. It's not about no insurance money. Who cares about the damn insurance money? I thought y'all said you guys wanted to know what happened to Tyrone. You wanted to know the truth. Lulu getting insurance money. What did I have to do with getting the truth behind what happened to Tyrone? How did he get the crack? Now, Cece said he got it falling out the car, getting out the car. I don't know how she worded it, but pretty much concrete to head. And a concrete will bust your head, okay? So that is just, we don't have the video footage. You're not going to know exactly what happened. You wasn't there. I wasn't there. So, you're going to have to pray about it and just be at peace with God, right? That's right. Justice for Dro. Yes, we would get the money. Call her name. All right, this is bullshit, though. Well, life is bullshit, I understand you're not getting the answers that you wanted. You're disappointed. I'm disappointed. We all disappointed. The mother is disappointed how Natasha was behaving. I think everybody disappointed. Everybody lost, If she said jumped out the car, I'm not sure exactly what she said, to be honest with you. All I know is that head to that concrete. That's all I can tell you. Okay? It's still Lulu and her puppets. Well, give us some stuff on Lulu. Because when I played Natasha live, did they talk anything about Lulu? Press 2 if they didn't say anything about Lulu. Press 2 if they have not gave any evidence on Lulu. It's been damn near 3 months, and y'all don't got no evidence on Lulu that can reopen up the case? What have you been doing? Where is the evidence? All it's been doing is slander and gossip. Stop with the lies. Stop with the lies. Gigi, don't blame that damn CC. Don't blame. Oh, don't believe. Well, who do you want me to believe? Natasha, that got caught up in a lie because she said she did not know who BG and CC was, and that was a lie. Clearly, Polo said that she is a liar, and that's her best buddy. So, come on now. Have Natasha came out here and say CC Lynn is a fucking liar? Press 7 if Natasha never came out here and say CC Lynn is a damn liar. She never said that. Not once. Not once. But yet, we have several people that say Natasha is a liar. Her close friend, her favorite, used to be favorite blogger, Polo. So you do the damn math. I can't make this shit up. Hell. Okay. It says, are you going to call Renee tomorrow? That's my business. Okay. That's my business. But I would talk. I would do talk. And if she wants me to disclose something, I will. If she say, hey, I don't want you to disclose anything, I'm not going to disclose anything. I'm really good with keeping secrets with my sassy ass, okay? I'm really good with keeping secrets. Okay. Who is the frog? A spammer that was here talking cash money shit about me. Okay? He just kept poking. He just kept poking the bear, poking the bear. Whew. First of all, he started to say, oh, Polo was talking mad crash shit about you. That didn't work, right? Because that's the only reason why he did it, to divide. And that is an abomination. Look it up. Since you know about all this zesty shit being abomination, look it up. It's 7 abominations, okay? The 7 deadly abominations. And one of them is when you are putting whispers in people's ears to cause division. And I'll bring that up. Okay, I'll bring that up. Let me bring that up. Let me take y'all to the word, honey. Okay? Yeah. Okay, since y'all want to know so much, hold on. Let me find that out. Okay? Yeah. So that's what they did. They tried to divide. They wanted me to talk cash money shit about Polo, or they wanted me not to listen to Polo and remind me he's talking cash money shit about me. I said, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If he's telling the truth, he's telling the truth. I'm not going to get in my feelings because somebody talked about me. And if you supposed to be throwing the Christian shit, then God said, make peace with your enemies. So, okay, that's just crazy. But they wanted to come up here as they're a Christian and representing this holy stuff. You know what I mean? So let me see. Damn, how you spell abomination? Obama nation. Damn, I put Obama. Do you know Abomination got a ooh, isn't that crazy? Abomination. That's tricky. Okay. Abomination. 7 abomination in the Bible. Get them likes up. We going to church today, honey. Okay. We going to church today. Yeah. We bringing up the good word today, honey. All right. So here we have it, y'all. What is that? Proverbs 6:16. Okay. There are 7 things that they are abomination. DJ, I'm listening to Cece. Okay, thank y'all. Represent behavior that is vile and detestable. These sins are largely focused on pride, dishonesty, violence, causing a division. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Causing division is an abomination. I said that. And that's what that frog did. That frog came up here with the representation that they're so godly, but that's how Satan does it. Satan not going to come like he's the demon. No, he don't want to reveal. He's always going to pretend and disguise as he's a Christian and he's so holy and thou, because the devil loves the church. Don't forget, baby, he was a fallen angel. Hello. So, honey, let's go back to the word. Okay, it says right here. All right, the 7 abominations is see, I'm gonna back it up like a Mack truck. A proud look, okay, arrogance, looking down on others, because you think you all that in a bag of chips, okay? That, and we are all guilty of doing that. Yeah. We have looked down on others. A lying tongue, dishonesty, deceitful speech. Ooh. Now, who's out here giving deceitful speeches? Who? All right. So, a heart that devises wicked plans. Oh, my God. Intentionally plotting evil. Who's doing that? Who's intentionally plotting evil? I didn't make this up. I'm just giving you what the word says, y'all. So don't go there with me, honey. Okay? I can go. Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked. Okay. Feet that are swift and run into evil. All right. Eagerness to participate in wrongdoing. That's another thing. Whispering lies and hurry up and going and doing all that evil shit. False witness who speak lies, bearing false witness testimony. Honey, didn't they say she said she seen it, but then all of a sudden, it came from another party. Bearing false witness, honey. I'm just saying, honey, if anywhere y'all want to go, I can always take it. I ain't never scared. 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 Okay, so let's get the lights up. Okay. She didn't leave him. Natasha lied. Ooh, a lie. No, they've been lying and not telling what really happened to Dro. Gigi, what this got to do with the case? A lot of lies and a lot of abominations in this damn case. And they asked me, why did I delete the frog person? And I told them they came up here with the Christian crown doing deceitful abomination shit. Okay? That's what that got to do with it. Because that frog, trust me, that is a plant placed by Natasha. Yeah, they're spamming a chat. Okay, and then they came up here talking about I'm a man and, oh, they can't get with that and God and all that. And so I said, well, come on, baby, because I'll take this wig off tomorrow and I'm a man. Now what? What? I never denied that, baby. What's up? Yeah, so they were just trying to throw shit, distracting us from the truth, distracting me from playing polo. And I faced that shit like a bullhorn, right? They thought that was gonna get me to shut my ass up. Nigga, you don't know me. Don't forget, I'm a man, okay? Shit, a man is never scared, okay? Ooh, honey. Thank you, honey. You loving this wig? Girl, I just put this wig on. I had this wig for 5 years up in my wig cabinet, and I just threw it on. You know, I'm about to give it away or throw it away. It shed so much. It's a synthetic wig. I think I paid $25 for this. It didn't cost much, honey. But you know, I like the new wigs because the new wigs, they got the plucking and everything. This wig, the plucking is not good. I just threw this shit on, you know. But I appreciate it. I love the color combination. I will say that. And I do love the style. And I do love the length. I do love that. Yeah. Okay. The real Gigi look bomb as fuck. What's that AI face? Yeah. You know what? Let's not. I'm going to always look bomb, baby. Okay. I always look bomb. You never know who you are. Hell no. So why was Lulu so nonchalant when talking to the EMSs from what the witness said? I cannot answer that, babe. I cannot answer that. I have no idea why she was nonchalant. I have no idea, baby. I don't know, you know. Gigi, you are beautiful. Thank you, Fox. I appreciate that. I believe the family got a lot going on and covering up plenty, but CC not buying it. Okay. Gigi, I love you, beautiful. Thank you. And I appreciate all of y'all that's giving me love because I get so much hate. Oh, I get so much hate. You know, I had a hard life. Y'all know I had a hard life. And I just got to say that even though I had a hard life and I'm this and I'm that, baby, I am here. I am here. God still blessed me to wake up this morning. God still blessed me to have voice, to speak truth to power. Come on, I got my fingers. I got my legs. I got my toes. So many people don't have that. And I'm blessed. Come on now. Honey, what? I got a sound mind and I got a peace of mind. How about that? I got a peace of mind. Amen. Ooh. Can you ask what happened? What accident happened? Yeah, I can ask what happened. What accident happened? Yeah. Yes, I think the blonde I can't pronounce that, what you just said. I know what you're saying because I see it on the titles all the time. Baleen looks great on your skin tone. Thank you. I appreciate that. I forgot the name of it, but it is the you said BL some shit. I don't know. Can you ask what happened? Yes, I will ask her what happened about the accident. Like, what was the accident is about? Gigi, do you have a husband? No, baby. I don't have a husband, and I don't want a husband. I don't want a husband. I never dreamed of being married. That I was always pressured. I grew up in a Christian household. My father is Catholic. My mother's side is Christian, and I was always told I have to be married and I have to have kids. I gotta be married and I have to have kids, and I felt trapped. I didn't want to be in that box. They try to push that and say this is going to be your happiness, and I just didn't buy into it. So I'm happy that I'm not married. When I think of marriage, I don't think of fantasy. I think of reality. Okay, and with all these husbands out here cheating, for me to trust a man so much and to give my life to him, that's special. My life is special. And to have him betray me in such a way repeatedly, I would rather be alone. I would rather be alone. So I'm good on that front, honey. Okay. So, all lies came out today. The truth came out to the light. There's no way it's an accident, but still scream justice. All right, so you want me to ask her that? You want me to say, okay, now you scream justice, but you feel it was an accident. Why is that? Did you have a change of mind? Did you ever think that it was possible something crazy went on and that's why you said it? Is it possible that she knew it was an accident, but she was thinking and she was possibly say, you know what? Maybe it wasn't. I'm going to say justice for Dro because I don't know. Maybe she was unsure at the time, but then over time, she was relieved to know, okay, it was an accident. This person is not a killer, I don't know. So she will only have the answer for that. All right. So it says, Gigi, I know you have a sneaky link. You know what, you guys? I am older. And when I say that, meaning that when I was younger, and can I tell I'm trans, okay? And I say that is I'm on medication and shit. And the medication, it does not, your freaky drive, it goes down. And I'm thankful. I'm glad I'm not horny like that. When I was a man, had all that testosterone. Oh, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Oh, honey, I have so many mornings. I'd be in the mood. I'd be in the mood in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. It was exhausting. But when I did my transition and I was taking that shit, that drive went down and I was relieved. I was so thankful. I was like, damn, I should have been on this shit when I was in high school because I can focus. Because when you are growing into puberty as a male and all that testosterone and all that shit, it is a distraction. And I would have loved to have that cure so I would not be thinking that and I can focus on the things that I want to do. Honey, I'm outside trying to get my grass together, preparing for the springtime. Okay, I'm making sure my roof and shit is good. I got other things to do, and I'm so thankful that my life and my mind is not resulting about freaky shit and all that. My mind is so far from it. Now, do I have the last time I had a sneaky link was like last year sometime, So that's where I'm at with that. All right. Gigi, you're so beautiful. I thought you had a husband and kids. You know I do character work, right? If you guys did not know, I have several different characters. Right now, I'm just telling you the truth. Now, Gigi is also a character within the character. And shit, I was trolling. I was like, I got a husband and kids and all that. Honey, I was just trolling, honey. You know I troll. I was trolling, girl. All right? So she had her daughter before she transitioned. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, that's the Gigi storyline. The Gigi storyline is Gigi had her kids when she was 12, 13, 14 because, you know, she knew she was going to transition and shit like that. So that's all. I just did as a storyline, y'all. Okay, Gigi, who is the real you? Gigi is no one. I am no one. Honestly, that is the real me. I am no one. Okay? Have you guys seen Games of Thrones? Press 2 if you guys seen Games of Thrones. But honestly, I am no one. And I want to be no one. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be on the red carpets. I literally want to be no one. I work hard to be no one. Okay? But I do want a voice. I will say I do want a voice. All right. He ain't jump out no damn car. Okay. I'm not saying he is. He did not. I don't know what he did, you know. But Cece did say, see, she's close to the family. Do people jump out cars? It's possible. Is it a storyline behind it? I'm sure it is. Why would he jump out the car? Could he been going through depression? They said they were arguing. You know how these relationships are. You know, men deal with, you know, depression a lot. I don't want to put anything out there because I don't know, but I will ask her, was he dealing with depression? You know? Black men deal with depression a lot. Do you guys know that? I still don't think the culture get it. Press 1 if you do realize that black men deal with more depression than women. That's what they say in the stats, and I can bring that up. Do you guys want me to bring it up where it says that black men deal with depression and taking themselves to heaven 4 times more than women? So you know women are very expressive. Like, we go through a lot. We're very stressed out. We're dealing with depression. You know, all that. They say black men go 4 times more. They just don't speak about it. That's what they say. Okay. Well, who are you? I said I'm no one. I'm no one. I'm no one. I don't even exist, baby. I don't even exist on social media. I'm no one. Okay. It says, if Dro would have just met me before the trip, then none of this would have happened. Dang. Yeah. They argue plenty of times, and he never took his life. Well, is it possible that he meant to do it? Is it possible that he jumped out because, I don't know, and I don't want to speculate, but I'm about to speculate. I'm trying to think. And what I say, it could be wrong. But could it be a situation where you have a man and you have a girl and they always talking back and forth and they like, well, if I tell you one better, I was in a relationship with this guy, my fiance, right? And I broke up with him. And when I did, he said he started to take pills, all right? You see what you making me do? You see what you making me do? That's what he did to me, right? That's what he did to me. I'm not saying this is Tyrone's case. I'm just saying that in the head of someone that is in a toxic relationship they're going back and forth, a person can do crazy things to try to get attention for someone, but possibly not trying to go to heaven. Pretty much, I'm just trying to psych you out to say, hey, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. Show me you love me. Show me you care. I'm about to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. does that mean that they really wanted to go? Or does that mean it just came from not getting what they want from that other person? Not getting the reaction they wanted, not getting something they wanted from that other person. When you are an individual and you invest and y'all put so much into each other, it does becomes very unhealthy. It comes unhealthy. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just playing scenarios. I don't know. I haven't talked to the mom, so I'll have to talk to her and see what she tells me. Did she think she was going to propose, but he didn't, and she got mad and wanted to break up? Possibly, I don't know. But I will say this. When it comes to these relationships, people do take it so personal that they want to put people to heaven. I cover a lot of stories, and a lot of these stories, the man is taking a woman to heaven, the woman is taking a man to heaven, and they have a lot of shit planned in the future. But in that moment, things can get so heated and out of hand with emotions and trying to get something from this other person that you feel like is yours, because a lot of these relationships, you guys are possessive of each other. It's like, this my man, this one woman, and you feel like they should do this. If you love me, then you shouldn't do me like that. If you love me, this is how you do. Oh, so you don't love me no more? So I need to prove to see if you really love me. I need to test this limit. You know, when that fiance of mine started doing that to himself, I was about to say, okay, I don't want to break up with you. I fear that if I'm in another relationship, the person might take me out of here. I always tell myself, I'd be like, I just want to tell this man, listen, if we're in a relationship and you feel like you about to take me to heaven because I'm about to break up with you, just tell me that you about to take me to heaven. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to break up with you. And I know it's fucked up, but I rather live. I want to live, even though it's a fucked up relationship. Well, it depends on how fucked up it is, okay? But a lot of these relationships, sometimes you feel trapped because these people are obsessed with you and they want to put their nails in you and they don't want you to go anywhere. You are their life support. You are their everything. And when you want to break up a distance, it crushes them. It hurts them in the inside where they like, fuck it. What's the point of living life? Because I'm living for you. You are my lifeline. Without you, I got nothing. I got nothing without you. And a lot of people, they do that. I have had that gotten done to me before in relationships. And to me, that's a scary part. And I don't ever want a man to love me like that. I don't want nobody to love me that much. You know, I know it might sound weird to y'all because a lot of you guys possibly, or some people, they want somebody to love them that much. Because they have insecurities, they need that validation. They need somebody to love them so hard to feel validated, like they matter. But yeah, God, I just laughed so hard. Why you laugh? Shit, I'm serious. You up here laughing at me? Shit. She talking about she laughing. What did I do that was funny? It says the wind would have pushed the door closed, especially if he had that stuff with him. Well, that's another thing I would ask. How did the pizza and the wings get out? I mean, did he just take it with him? And he said, you know, I'm about to do it. I don't know. Think Jason never left. Don't love me like that. Well, a lot of people do love you like that. They want to love you like that because they want that ever after. When you talk to people, they's like, I want you to be my it. I want you to be forever. I want us to last forever. They do all that talk. And even though they say all that shit, they still gonna cheat on you. They still gonna misuse you. And you would think, you don't want me, you cheating on me. No. They want to cheat on you, they want to misuse you, and they want you all to their self at the same damn time. That is how they mind be thinking. Okay. So, I just rather not, I came in this world alone and I plan to leave it alone. You know what I mean? So I don't want no husband. I'm good. Now, would a friend, okay, in a perfect world, would I want a husband in a perfect world? Yeah. I would want a man that I can have a great friendship with, a very a special, exclusive experience, where we just having the experience of going to different travels, going to different restaurants, just experiencing life together, growing together. That sounds great when it's healthy. However, most of this shit is not healthy. So until you know what I mean? Well, I feel like really, really good. Other than that, I don't desire. You know what I mean? So I'm good on that front. Witness said that a lot of blood, it was not a lot of blood of Tyrone did not jump. Okay. Possibly, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm just thinking like you guys. Gigi, he is not going to jump and take the piece of wings with him. Okay. All right. I get what you're saying. I mean, how can you jump from a car? Maybe they're not using the right word because jumping, how can you jump from a car? Shit, if the car is parked, I still can't jump out the car if the car is parked. So I don't, maybe they're not using the right word. Can you guys jump out the car? I'm trying to think. I can't jump my fat ass out no car. I can't jump. I can't jump out no car. I can't jump out no truck. It's just I just can't jump. I'm gonna hit my head on the ceiling. I can't jump. I mean, they. I mean, you can jump. Let me think. So, did you put your foot on the edge and open the door and just jump? But if I don't know if the car is going still, if it's moving. But then don't you gotta squish your body a certain way? Don't you gotta squish your body a certain way? I don't know. It's too much for my head. I don't know if I can imagine. I can ask, you know who I can ask? Let's go to Gemini. Can we go to Gemini? Let's see what Gemini says. Do you guys use Gemini or Chat GPT? Comment, let me know. Okay, do you guys use something else? So let me go here. All right, so I'm gonna use this one. Give me a second. Oh. All right. My goodness. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so I'm trying to look for this box. All right, so I'm going to go to Gemini. Gemini AI. All right. So let me see if I can post this up so you guys can see Gemini. All right, so here's Gemini. Is it... Can a person jump out of a car still or moving? Physically speaking, yes, a person can jump out of a car, whether it is stationary or in motion. However, the constant vary dramatically depending on the speed. Jumping from a stationary car, this standard movement, since this is no... All right, well, shit. They say, yeah, you can jump out of a car from a moving car or a stationary car. Upon hitting the ground, the friction between your body and the pavement creates a massive sudden This often results in road crash or tumbling, which can cause broken bones or head trauma. All right. So, what do you guys think? So, this is why I put it. So, I was wrong. It is very possible for somebody to jump out the car, moving or staying. All right. That part sounds crazy. So, did y'all see what Gemini said? Press one if y'all seeing what Gemini saying about jumping out of car. So, y'all see this, right? All right. The whole thing with this strategy is too many lies have been told, and everybody doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. Yes, when I. Okay. All right. Can someone do it with a box of pizza and chicken? It says in theory, yes. If you're holding a box, a piece of box in a container of chicken, the laws of physics applies, but the logics get messy. The stunt versus reality, loss of truck and road, the more critical safety move from jumping from a moving vehicle is the truck and roll. But didn't they say? Let me see. How do I take this off my screen? Oh. But didn't they say the chicken wings and the pizza was thrown out first? Didn't they? Shit, I don't know. I would have to ask them. Was the chicken and wings, was that thrown out first? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Did he throw out the chicken wings or did she throw out the chicken wings? I don't know. I don't know. So we just figured out why wait all this time to get a PI after 3 months? Come on now. Gigi, please ask about if the autopsy report has been released and how was Joe's death declared an accident. Okay, you know what's so good? If you guys can send me a message on my Facebook and ask me all the questions you want me to ask her. Isn't that a brilliant idea? Yep, that's a brilliant idea, hon. All right, so let me put this up here. So what I want you guys to do is send me the questions. The questions you want me to ask Renee, send me those questions here, okay? Go to Gigi Medici. Send me the questions. If you guys can do it now, that'd be great. So I can just write them down, make a list of questions to ask her. Don't that sound phenomenal? Doesn't that sound phenomenal? Yep. There were in a SUV. That's impossible. Okay, well, let me go back. Let me see. Let me go back to Gemini. What if he is in a SUV? All right, so somebody says it's impossible because he's in an SUV. And I said, what if he's in the SUV? It says, let me see. It's giving me two. It says choice A, choice B. The physics of an SUV don't change the outcome. If anything, they make the situation slightly more possible. All right. So Gemini said that yes, you can jump out SUV, and it's way more possible jumping out of SUV than a small car. So whoever said it's impossible to jump out of SUV, you're lying. All right. It says right here, just look it up. All right, so y'all gotta go Chat GPT or whatchamacallit. right. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Ask Chat GPT. What y'all think Chat GPT gonna tell me different? All right, so let me go to Chat GPT because y'all think it's gonna tell me different. Why? Ask Gemini what year do cars abruptly stop when the door is open? Okay. All right. So let me bring Gemini back. Paste that. So modern cars don't usually abruptly stop while you're driving down the highway just because a door opens, but there was a major shift in 2014, 2016 when a feature called Auto Park became a standard on vehicles with electric shifters. If you are looking for the year, this started becoming a headache for, here's a breakdown, the turning point. They said if the car is moving, most systems will not slam the car into park because doing so would destroy the transmission or cause a massive wreck. Instead, you'll just get a very loud, frantic beeping in the door dash. The stop usually only happens at crawling speeds, like when you're trying to see the curb while parking. All right. All right. Let me see. All right. Now somebody said, I don't think he wanted to go to heaven. Let's just say go to heaven. Maybe he did not. But like my fiance, when my fiance started popping all those pills, I don't think he wanted to go to heaven either. He did that to get a reaction from me. Do you get that? Press 4 when a man does something crazy to get a reaction. He don't want to go to heaven. He just feels like, him taking those pills would destroy me or make me feel sympathy for him to get me to go to his cause to see things how he wanted to see them. I don't think he really wanted to do it. Now, if he would have made a mistake and went to heaven, that would have been an accident because I don't think he did it, but he did it to get a reaction, and people play those silly games. They like to play those games, just like the Russian roulette when they got the bullet. Now, when people are doing that to themselves, do they really want to go to heaven? They don't want to go to heaven. They play stupid games. People play stupid games. So it says the car she have, you can't open the door when it's moving. Okay. So what car does she has? Can you tell me the car she has? What car does she have and what year? Can y'all tell me what car Lulu has and what year? And I asked Gemini, what happens when you jump out of the car in this vehicle? Can y'all tell me what car she has and what year? Hello, tell me what car she has and what year. Come on, because I gotta go. Yes, you don't mind if you play games, you can take your risk. Yes, because I believe he was a sucker. They lie. Okay, Infinity SUV. What year and which Xfinity? It's a lot of Infinities. Which Infinity? Which Infinity because all Infiniti SUVs are different. You got to let me know which Infiniti and what year. All that matters. Okay, they said 2015. Okay, and what is the model? So I got the maker, I got the year, but I don't have what is the model? Can you tell me the model? Can you tell me the model of the Infiniti? What is the model? I got the maker. The maker is Infiniti. But what is the model? What's the model? An old Infiniti truck, like a Q35. Was it a Q35 or was it not a Q35? That old ass car don't have that feature. Is it a Q35 or no? Is it a Q35? Okay, Tamala sent me a message. She said it was Infiniti. It wasn't a new model. It was a 2014. She said it was a 2014. But what model? I'm going to ask her, what model? What model? It looks like a Q35. All right. All right. Does the have that feature? All right. So they said direct answer for your video. No, the 2014 Xfinity SUV do not have that abrupt stop feature. There are two main reasons why your Infiniti likely has they use the engine will behave differently than the modern cars that so no, they don't have that feature where it's going to stop, you guys. Ooh, see, we getting answers. We getting answers. So it don't have the feature. You see that? It does no, it don't have the feature. All right. They said in the SUV of this size, the door is very heavy. If you're jumping out with both hands full of food, the door might swing back and hit you or the pizza before you clear the frame. All right. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate you guys. Send me those questions, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.